thing for if you have PTSD or not, and they test you if you have PTSD after the fact. If you're just a regular soldier, that you go in 4 years, you've done your active duty, and you came out within 4 years, your regular service,
you should get therapy for life. Because even though you didn't see combat, you were away from your wife and family for X amount of time.
Oh my God!
And things change, and you should be able to have someone to talk to.
Chad is pointing out. Chad has been pointing out that there are a lot of people that just do like regular things in the military, like clerical work.
I want someone of you guys to go away for 4 years from your family,
like let's
and then
another
country.
Looking at it through the lens
I'm
of
not
away for 4
I'm not
years.
saying either or. So if you have any service within the military,
you should have
regular
access
service.
to therapy. Are you having an
have?
issue with the therapy? Is it because you try to keep changing the goalposts when I say therapy?
No, I've said the same thing.
I get what he's saying.
He's trying to lock you in to make sure you don't later on make an excuse.
Yeah,
that
no,
some guy got blown up
therapy
with a
is
bomb or
standard
something.
across America. We're going to call therapy life coping skills.
What
You're
I'm
going to have
asking
an
for is
advocate.
the standard for the standard, and the standard should be the rule, not the exception. And the rule is most come out fine back 4 years. It's not like PTSD. There's not like, it's not like a special exception of like having a limb cut off, anything like that. Regular.
Were
you in the military? Were you in the military? Were you? You've never been in the military?
Does that matter?
I was.
Yeah, it definitely matters. It's definitely relevant to this conversation. Yeah, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It's my
matters.
panel. It does not matter.
It matters. I'm going to engage in this part of the conversation.
Guess what, Barbie? All of us pay for it.
I know. I'm just what? Pay for what? The taxes, I get that.
For it.
But the experience of being overseas is totally different. If you've not experienced, you can't understand it.
I cannot emphasize this hard enough.
Is that anything, Barbie? Like I cannot speak on marriage because I've never been married.
Me neither.
Something like that. So you're
not people in multiple branches of the military.
You haven't been there. You can't talk about marriage. You're not a man. You can't
talk
about
I'm not talking about a man.
No.
All right, Barbie. If we can't talk about the military if we've never been in it, neither can you.
I'm not going to talk about it with someone that's not been in it and doesn't know what they've experienced.
You shouldn't be talking then.
I'm not. No, I've been a co-party too.
Listen, all I've done
everybody's been a co-party
multiple
too.
times.
All I've done is ask a basic question.
And I keep saying,
and so how firsthand how it affects them.
And then you keep asking me again.
I got 14 years.
So
all right,
please ask it again so we can continue to add fuel to the fire.
I love it. Yeah, I was gonna say, Flo, do you want to like establish a baseline for like the topic?
What do you mean a baseline? I think Weirdo John was asking good questions.
He's doing good.
I think it's worth pointing out that Harmon and Chuck, I think, are our only two vets on here, right?
Yep.
For whatever that's worth. But I am straight up denying the claim you need to have been in the military or be the mother-in-law to somebody in the military to have an opinion on it.
So how about for the sake of the discussion, nobody has to have been in the military for the sake of this discussion. How's that sound?
Yeah.
We're all just up here giving our opinion.
That's just basic. That's just a basic fallacy. You don't have to be engaged in something to have an argument for it. And that doesn't actually that doesn't actually mean you know whether it's true or not. What we're discussing whether something is true or not, what is good or not. And so I'm just asking you a basic thing of what should be the benefits of a regular soldier who came out after 4 years of basic service. What should be the benefits after the fact?
That's exactly where I want
think
to start.
Unemployment should be on the list. I mean, because it's basically like you got laid off from work.
So
you had 4 years of service and you're done with 4 years of service. You can continue to do it.
It used to be unemployment used to be a given, and then Reagan changed it, and you can no longer draw unemployment when you get out of the service.
Can I speak on it from experience?
I think they should make it available because
your service in the military is your job.
Leah, are you a vet?
Leah?
Yeah.
Leah, can I speak on it from experience? Because I did medical. I was married to My dad did, military, and also my son's been in 15 years. This is what I know. For the house, instead of paying like the full, and when you get a loan, it's like 30.2% or whatever. Well, the military lets you get a house like 15, 20 points lower than that. Okay? So they help you where your note is lower for longer in less time. All right? So they do help a little bit. They don't just give houses away. Okay, that was with my first husband.
That's the hypothetical question we were asking.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not done, Leah. I'm not done.
You don't get the floor, Raylene.
I was in the medical field.
Why do you think you have the whole floor and nobody else on the panel gets to talk?
Well, that's why I asked. Can I explain from every situation I know?
No, you can't have the floor to explain from every situation you know, and what everybody waits until you're done with your diatribe.
Okay.
I mean, she can. I mean, she can have her personal experience and things like that. All I'm asking is a basic thing of what should the benefits be, and what should not the benefits be. So, if you want to engage in that argument, continue.
And that is what I want the question to be.
Do you want to know what they are at the present?
Yes. Please tell us what they are at the present.
Okay. When I got out,
that was 50 years ago, Scott. Chuck.
Hey, kick his ass. The things I was entitled to or available to me was a very low down payment housing loan. Not the percentage points, but just the amount that we had to put down. Down payment. The other thing we were entitled to, it was for like a federal job. You went to the front of the list if you were a veteran before anybody else. If you signed up and were part of the college program that you put money into while you was in the service, then you got to use that for college. If you didn't put in the money, well, then you weren't entitled to that. And that's about all we were entitled to when I got out.
So you were entitled to
medical care,
first preference for government.
No medical care.
No
but
therapy.
They are now,
you were
right?
hurt.
And then a loan.
So Chuck, you entered the military between 80 and 82.
Loan.
Right? Between 80 and 82, Chuck, you entered the military?
I can't hear you, Armin.
Between 80 and 82, you entered the military?
I went in 78.
78. I know they had a little window there where they gave
96.
Okay, but let's.
I went in.
Weirdo John. Let's bring it back around to
96.
Weirdo John. Phrased the question perfectly, exactly. What if you're 4 years in? You don't have any. It's a 4-year job. You don't have any combat. You don't have any. You just did. You were stationed in Kansas City and you had a computer job, right?
Well, even if you did, even if you were, should there? What I'm asking for,
right? It would apply to everybody, but
even if you had combat experience within those 4 years,
right.
4 years is the basic term,
right?
So, but it just without like having disabilities or getting your. I mean, of course, that's why I say without having
like a case-by-case basis.
That's too
that's what I'm saying.
I
think why I'm eliminating people who have injuries or things like that. People who are fine after 4 years, combat or not. What should their
the statistical average?
The same as anybody across the board.
They should still have medical care free for life. Mental health and all that stuff included.
So what he was saying is that they had a housing loan. In his experience, he had a housing loan that he could get based off his military experience and first preference for any government job outside the military
and college if they put into it. Yes,
They changed
exactly.
VA.
College experience.
And
Which
yes,
is
They changed.
which is a lot of their first selling point within military is that you
But
get
what they're
college.
telling you what is, I wanted to hear. I was more interested in what people thought they should have.
Yeah.
I'm more interested. I
That's what
think
I'm
people
interested
think
in.
that
Yeah.
certain things should follow them for life. I'm interested. Run off the
Okay.
list, damn it.
Well,
we
they
were
already
trying
have it
to.
for like with all of the homeless people for the past 20 years. They changed the VA. It doesn't matter if you're not injured or anything. You get VA hospital the rest of your life covered. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna take the floor. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.
It's good
No,
talking to you.
I can't get VA
Why?
because when I got out in '96, that wasn't an option. I can't use the VA. If I was to use the VA, I would have to monetarily reimburse them.
Y'all, that's disgusting. There's like 66 people watching and 5 likes.
That's
Come
horrible.
on. We
Did
can
you
do better.
refresh?
Yes. It went from 4 to 5.
Now,
I was like, what?
I'll point
I got
this
27.
out in Jack's case. Jack got his
Close the
job
whole
at the
thing out.
post office because he was in the military. Jack is eligible for care under the VA because he has a disability from being in the military. So he's entitled to VA services.
Well, let's
But housing isn't included.
Nope, no housing, no housing.
That's what this is. Someone was saying that they think the VA should, or the government should do something for Jack's
28.
house. That's where this originated.
I think so.
Well, I had asked did he have any advocate or anything helping, and he hadn't even looked into it. And then that's kind of where the conversation came from.
He had to have an advocate if he's getting like 30% disability from the Army for his injury that he sustained. So somewhere along the way, he had to have an advocate.
Well, not necessarily, but it goes to choice. If Jack wants an advocate, he can have an advocate. They can't force one on him, and I think that's the issue. I don't think Jack believes he's mentally ill. I don't think anybody else has the ability to actually diagnose that. So him denying
quote unquote
Paul Jr. again. So him denying that advocate in the mental health department isn't necessarily just denying that he doesn't want the advocate, but that he doesn't have a mental condition. That he does listen. Let me finish. That he doesn't have a mental condition, and nobody else has the right to tell him he does.
Who said he did?
The advocate covers mental and physical, not just mental. It covers the whole spectrum.
Nobody even accused him of that. Was it? I don't even know where that came from.
Well, then why are we on the?
All negative emotions will be
beyond pathetic. Look at this, guys. You guys are fucking pathetic. Beyond pathetic.
Save utopia.
Okay.
Please.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna because everybody's hot today. We're gonna go around the room just like when you read left to right, top to bottom. Everybody gets 60 seconds or less to say what they think you should get for a 4-year term. I will start. If you do 4 years, I don't think you're entitled to anything more than any other job. I think that if you're injured in duty, if there's no reason that gets any more special treatment than a job. I pass to John.
Okay. So what I believe for a 4-year term and non-dependent on the job, I would say it is similar to police work, if not more, because you are shipped out and not within your vicinity. Everything should, have its own benefits. I think healthcare for a certain amount of time should be allotted. I feel like if we were to change the system of voting, then that would be a prerequisite for voting. That's a whole separate topic, But if I could change the entire system, I would say that is a prerequisite for voting, that or police or service work, or land ownership or some sort of thing like that.
They also didn't have a dead, broken look in their eye, but who's looking and counting, right? Who's like keeping track of these little details where the devil is or isn't?
Do you remember when I don't know that's.
They also didn't have a dead, broken look in their eye, but who's looking and counting, right? Who's like keeping track of these little details where the devil is or isn't?
Do you remember when I used to?
Hold on, I think Slow State just showed up here. We can get his firsthand commentary.
Hey, this is Taylor. I like to plead. Salute. I like to plead. You guys should too. Pleading is good. There's no other options, bro.
No, you got to lower your voice and you got to drag your words out more. Paul's just trying to get everybody in trouble over there. He doesn't understand about law like I do. I was locked up for meth. Ha 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 ha. You got to do it more like that. Yeah, you got to laugh at everything you say because you're really uncomfortable in your life and in your own skin, and you try to project like you're a funny guy, right? So it's a 2-for-1. It's a coping mechanism and a projection mechanism to influence the audience.
I couldn't hear anything you were saying because I wasn't paying attention. Salute.
Yeah, you were too busy looking at your phone. Try to figure out when you're going to order your next fucking carton of cigarettes from DoorDash, even though they don't technically supposed to do that. They will. Just need ID at the door.
Oh, my biggest
I can't
beef
maintain
with
that
them is anytime
Hey,
he's
so where
having
you're
a
at, Timmy, is
biblical
everyone
debate.
is everyone basically like de hero kind of people, or like how would you say they sound in general?
And that sets up a benefit system for people that have nothing put into the system.
Who? What? Where?
Is everyone basically like de hero kind of people, or like how would you say they sound in general?
Who? What? Where?
What now? De hero.
Oh, Kenny,
let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. It's I can feel it. Numbers dropping insanely. That tends to happen when certain folks are here. That's why.
General welfare or domestic tranquility and general welfare as already promised. This goes to a strong, healthy nation. If you don't have a strong, healthy nation, how can you uphold that?
Hold on, John.
Within 2 weeks, so he's probably pissed about that. He can't figure out why.
We're definitely going to be going live if there's no notification.
I'm fucking sick of
Hold on a
you.
minute. What's this link you're posting? What's up, Morgan?
We get to one of the actual vets.
Okay. Well, I'm circling back.
Look, it looks like a bow.
Cynthia, I know you've got a notepad that you're writing down your questions.
I just wrote it down. I
Harmon, please take the floor away from these women.
Well, that's impossible. All right. So anyway, when you enter the military, it's a voluntary service, right? You're going in there voluntary, and it's a bullshit job. And how do they entice us dummies to sit there and join? Whatever way. So part of the contract is if you enter, to entice you, you get the VA loan, which is $0 down on a house, and you get your GI Bill, which is your education. That's your benefits for going to an extremely low-paying job that requires you to do whatever they tell you, because GI means government issue. You become government property. So for that 4 years or 6 years, it doesn't matter how many. And I
never knew that.
Yes, that's how they entice you. Yeah, well, that's
GI government. What it means? GI government. What?
Government issued.
Government issued. GI government issued job.
That's you become military property. So to get you in, so it's part of your contract. Whether it's benefits or not, you guys are calling it. It's part of your contract saying, okay, I will do this if you give me this. I will go put my life on the line if they have to, or I'll go push pencils in Kansas. But part of my deal is this is what you're going to give me back. So you get in your contract you entered into as a GI Bill and a VA loan. And of course, then other extenuating circumstances happens if you're injured. Because
what's up, fool?
You go through a rigorous
what's up, Brian?
medical inspection and psychological evaluation.
Dude, I couldn't believe that when you said that on
You're
pause.
fit, you're out. You have to sign the paper. But if you got
it's fucking crazy, right?
In like the same area. I didn't realize he was out in the same area, I guess.
They say, okay, you're 20% disability. You're this disability. And you get that the rest of your life.
Fucking shit just got real, huh?
Mentally, physically.
Well, it just confirms that, you know, however you want to put it, everything you just went through was meant to happen to some degree. That was a path laid out, and the Chile to Castro thing happening, yeah, it's just like further confirmation that you were supposed to go through that with that type of synchronicity, it would seem. That's crazy, bro.
I don't know, man. So you don't think that just it's kind of got my ass spooked?
They deserve any extra added on? I get it.
Cause,
yeah, I don't know.
God damn, dude.
That's all I wanted to do. Spent 5 years in the Middle East and 5 years in England. So, you know, I got to do what I wanted to do.
Harmon.
Hold on, no.
Let me know if you want me to pause this or you want to say anything.
Go loose and ask questions. Barbie, spread the fuck out.
Yeah,
No,
pause
I don't
it.
want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. I want to
Yeah, I don't want to listen to that shit. Why are you listening to that shit?
I'm just doing my service for the people that don't want to be over there, but they want to be listening.
For the people that don't want to be over there but want to listen?
Yeah, they don't want to be down there in the live chat. Hey, shout out OTW over there in the live chat throwing the custom emojis because he's a member.
Fuck that stream,
all
dude.
the time now.
Me and you are gonna rock some shit out. We don't need to play their bullshit, dude. Quit giving them fucking airtime and fucking shine, dude. Fuck those pussies.
Wait, actually, no, but hold on. You're right, but right then, hold up. I just want to see in the live chat what's going on. I just realized it's getting overloaded with fraud and grower.
Stress from like the second you get back, you have.
Wait, what are you talking about? What'd you turn it back on for?
Nah, I just had to look real quick and see if that was Mitchell. Fraud and Grow was there in the live chat spamming Tark as a deadbeat. All right, 1 second. I'll turn my. Yeah, I had to. Someone to turn my audio all the way up recently. Is this good? Mic check. Y'all let me know if this is all right.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Cam up, motherfucker.
You gonna be like Jack Talcott?
Huh?
Are you gonna be like Jack Talcott when he pulls that? Cam up. Like it's just funny when Jack would say it a couple times. I was being a flying monkey. You'd be like, "Cam up, little bitch boy," or whatever he was saying. Like it was a challenge,
He said it to you?
Like yeah. This was like months back. Whenever I was just fucking around at Jack's. Yeah. This is funny. Turn on your camera. Like oh no, turn on my camera. I can't do that. But some people though. Maybe like a divine spirit or whoever, not hating, it can look real bad. So, man or female, it's a bitch tendency, my bad. You don't want to show yourself on camera because you don't look good, that type of mentality. So, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you're rambling about.
I get challenging people is what I'm saying, bro, on turn on your camera. Because some people don't turn on their camera for a reason.
What's that reason? Because they're ugly?
Because they're like, yeah, they're ugly weirdos like MC Nemesis or End Times Teacher. Fat religion slaves. Yo, I won't lie, that like sigh that you have has kind of like been stuck in my head now, almost like a song. Like a good song you can't get out of your head. I'm not saying comparing it to like a good song, but it's stuck in my head recently that whenever something is annoying or some shit, now I like do it mentally in my head. Like these people are fucking idiots. in public and shit. Like I'll have like your side go through my head now just from hearing it on stream.
Let me hear my side. What? Do it again? The fuck are you doing?
It's just a sigh. It's just an exaggerated sigh. Yeah.
Talk about this
you
one?
do it on stream.
One of those?
Yeah, but it's just a little more. There's a little more emphasis than what you had there. Yeah. A little more crunchiness, grouchiness. Yeah.
Fucking goddamn seatbelt, remember. Shit in my teeth. Oh yeah, let me show you what I've been eating, dude. Let me so I had hummus, tomatoes again, and eggs. Hummus, tomato, eggs. Oh, and I bought watercress, dude. What the fuck you know about watercress, you fucking hippie? This shit has more protein than fucking chicken, you bitch.
Dude, that's one of the first things I learned about when I was on my quote-unquote spiritual awakening years back. I was watching Ralph Smart, you know. What he'd always talk about watercress, and yeah, that was one of the things he named. No, I won't say that's something I really have ever, but I've heard about that. I know it's pretty good. I'd be eating cilantro, just straight up cilantro. That's good too. Heavy metals and microplastics and shit, detoxing. Spirulina, or some people say spirulina. Hey Bex, thanks for joining.
Hola, amigos. Hola, hola, ¿cómo están? What's up? What's up?
Go ahead, Brian.
You sell Reggie weed out of that house?
No. I tried to sell weed like 2 or 3 times ever. Never been really doing that shit. But one of my former buddies just recently I brought up on a stream, he was doing that shit. He went to the same high school as me. He was a couple of years younger, and I met him like after I was out of high school working at the restaurant and shit. And I only bring this up because he's the guy that's tweaking and paranoid that I'm gonna go bang his girlfriend down the street. I don't know if they're still together. I assume they are, but he was texting me like a manic motherfucker, saying the AI generated picture I had on a thumbnail was based off of his girlfriend. He was like, it looks just like her. I know what you're doing. Stop trolling us. Leave us alone. I was like, what the fuck? You know, you can know someone for a couple of years, think you're cool and whatnot, and it's just some type of paranoia sitting down there below starts coming out. It was bad. I said, don't contact me anymore. I gave him notice, I guess. But yeah, sorry, Brian, you know, I'm just rambling. I'm inspired. It's good to have you, bro. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, Bex, did you catch any of that Chili De Castro stuff on Paul's?
Yes, I did.
I got the same judge as him and the same charges. Same charge.
Really?
Really?
It's crazy.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
What is Yolanda saying that she did the background?
She likes your background, I think. She digs the background.
She said, okay, yeah, there was a little like mark on my screen. I thought she's saying she did it. Yeah, hell yeah. See, I put it up and then I wasn't even reading it right there.
Cam up, Bex.
One more time.
I am. This is my camera. I am AI. I'm a skinny necked little avatar.
Yeah, I set Brian up for that one. I was just talking about not camming up phenomena.
People are mean, so I'm not going to cam up.
What's the reason?
They got lots of pics. But just so you know, I'm very fresh and clean, and you know, yeah, it's like it's funny. It's yeah. I had a nice bath today. I'm in my comfy baseball shirt. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Are you pulling a fucking Tarek right now? Half naked in my boxers. What do you? What's the reason you're not camming up?
I don't really do camera very often. It's just not my shtick, you know. But I could do lots of avatars. I'll give you a real picture.
So there's no way you're gonna cam up right now?
Nope.
You're a scaredy cat. You're a scaredy cat. But I am very clean. She goes, I'm not going to cam up, but I'm very clean. I took a bath today. What is that?
I am, though. It smells all soapy and fresh. I got some nice nag champa burning. I cooked some curry the other day. The house is very fragrant and beautiful. Yeah, I had a house inspection. They do it, I don't know, once a year, every couple of years. Come in, check the plumbing, that kind of stuff. So I gave the house a nice good vacuum.
Is this sexual innuendo I'm hearing, or what? What is this right now?
Yeah,
I took
drive
a
on
bath.
over. I'll fix you a nice dinner.
And I can check your plumbing? What the fuck is this?
That's fine. We can go back to these guys and I'll start over punctuating.
Oh, fuck these guys. We ain't getting back to these guys.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
What's happening? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Grand old chat room. Big up, big up, big up. Sorry.
She's making fun of London McLovin. If you don't understand the reference, Brian.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue what the fuck is going on.
Joycey boy.
You guys are fucking weird, dude.
Everybody's
you guys
weird.
are fucking pathetic. Beyond pathetic. Classic Ian clips. Hey. Brick by brick.
Fancy, fancy place to live. Check it out. Better than Tokyo.
Salute. So what's up, Brian? Where are you heading right now?
Shit, man. Yesterday I fucking I talked about the arrest on stage. I was like, fuck, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm losing my voice. I went up and talked about the arrest on stage. I was fucking calling people bitches and getting laughs, dude. Who the fucking thought, bro? Even just saying I got arrested on Friday. Got a laugh. Cop asked me for my license, registration, insurance. I said, what makes you think I need those? Got a laugh. And all I said was 2 factual statements. Isn't that weird?
You know, I've been giving you shit with other people and doing the fun and the trolling, but on the real, this is not big going back and forth trying to fence right or anything. I do respect you for what you did, Brian. And I think the whole thing that happened with that Chili de Castro shit is just kind of further, just minor confirmation, minor synchronicity.
I mean, it's just got me spooked, dude. I mean, it's like, it's not like I'm trying to show up on that court date, but it's like, if I do get dragged in, or even if I get pulled over again, like, am I a bitch if I hand over an expired ID this time? Like, what, am I obligated to, can I only get arrested a few times, because it's like almost guaranteed arrest if you don't give them an ID. So, like, do I get to pick and choose when I get arrested and get tickets? How the fuck's this work? I mean, I'm asking questions that only I can answer, but I guess I'm in a parking garage, so let me know if things get funky, but you know what I mean? I guess I'm like asking, like, are people gonna try to fucking say something? Oh, this time he gives the ID, or fuck would Paul think about that?
Well, whatever you do is just, really ultimately it's just, is it based off your heart's conviction?
Yeah, because it's like these things are my experiences anyways. Like the experience of going to jail, like what I got from that, whether I ID up next time or I, only ID up every 6 or don't ID every 6 months, go to jail every 6 months instead of who knows how often it could be. Jesus Christ.
Dang. No worries. Yeah, but totally. And Yeti Life made a good comment too. I know Bex has done comedy sets as well. It didn't even occur to me that both of you are comedians. I think Bex has definitely proved it on here as well. She's pretty fucking funny. Neurodivergent humor hits different, right? Even if you're not considered that, you know, beyond the label, it's just that different taste and abstraction of what we call humor. I definitely resonate with it. I've always been into that bizarre humor. You know, and meme culture with the internet these days is very representative of such. It's just kind of like more bizarre, but in a good way. Like art can get abstract in a bad way, I guess, as well. But I think what memes have become with the internet, even with all these sub communities, I mean, looking right behind me, I always wanted to get involved in some type of fucking meme work, as goofy as that sounds. You know, I'm a Zoomer though, so I got the taste, I got the eye. Shout out Pineal Power. I am going to review Pineal Power's stream where he had Donut on, not because of Donut, honestly don't care about that, but TML came on and went back and forth with Paul, and that shit was pretty entertaining. And I forgot that it happened here within the past couple of weeks. Definitely worth reviewing. And then Jeff Pizer bitching about Paul and Brian O'Shea on like the 2 days after the I don't think it was the night after, it was like 2 nights after, on Pineal Powers in the middle of the night. Jeff Pizer bitching. It's just, oh man, some crazy stuff out here. I think some people might miss just because they're not subscribed to this person or that person, but you know, it's what it is. And I appreciate you both hopping up here again, because I'm down to monologue and I am feeling the inspiration now, especially since you're both here. So y'all got it. It's better than restreaming, although I don't mind restreaming because some people like a different live chat.
The world's our oyster over here.
Oyster.
It's nice. Yeah, I'm on like, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Please go ahead, Brian.
That was me, right? Yeah, I think Brian was just turning on his camera. All I was going to say is, you know, not to hate on Jeff Pizer necessarily, but out here wearing the anonymous mask, like at least do something different like OTW. Like he just had the under half, but it's just like, holy shit, like early 2000s, just like really corny, cringe aesthetic, like we are anonymous. You know, they're still making YouTube videos. They have a YouTube anonymous. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, we should really take them seriously. White hats trust the plan. It's that type of bullshit. But anyway, no, that was I didn't mean to spiral off into that. It's just a funny picture he had that night, and he ended up changing it by the end of the night to a piece of pizza. Optics high. But yeah, go ahead. Either one of you who wanted to talk.
It's cool. You were like talking and you said like spiral as Brian went down the spiral staircase, man. What does it mean? What does it mean? I'm just being silly. I don't spend much time. I'm a little panel awkward right now. You know, I was on the panel on the weekends.
My friends.
You know.
Well done, Brian. Go ahead, Dex.
Oh. I got distracted. I was trying not to laugh. I was trying to put my microphone on while I laughed.
I can relate. Yeah, I try not to do that too much, especially on Paul's. Like, I don't want to be unmuting all the time just because I'm laughing. But yeah, some shit is.
All you did was like, well done, Brian. Well done, Brian. And now Bex looks like the bitch. Talking about the elephant in the room.
Why are you trying not to laugh? Why are you trying not to laugh? It's so funny. Oh man. Oh shit. That's a good one.
It was like making her laugh more, even genuinely, which is funny.
Too funny. It's like, it's not funny.
Oh shit. That shit's so funny.
I struggle with disproportionate people.
Oh, she was disproportionate?
Yeah, we all have our obvious disproportions. Pardon me, Christos?
I thought it was a kid from afar at first that was walking by.
She's a lot shorter than me, huh?
Sure was.
Already. Hungry and inspired. I like that.
Who paid? I'm just kidding. But who paid for them? Sorry.
Whoa, oh.
Was that a setup? That was the setup.
About to be at Fremont Street. Fremont's where all the action is. I don't even know where I'm walking, dude. Fuck. Carson. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta check my GPS. I'll be right back.
Yeah, right on. No worries.
I think I've stopped laughing.
Yeah. JG throwing a bird emoji, looks like.
It's a cricket. Crickets.
Oh.
Better a cricket than a cockroach, though, especially around here. You know what happens with the cockroach after that? It's recycling bin and sealed in for you.
I don't know if you're making a veiled reference about Lurkin McJurkin.
No, that one's directed at the king himself, the king of the kingdom of Stephen. But that's out of like respect. He does have his cockroach, like cucaracha, and the recycling bin. There's no, it's just a statement of fact.
Okay.
And yeah, we don't want to be recycled, right? You don't want to be,
I could be wrong, but I was pretty sure that our friend Charles was making a veiled reference to it earlier. Not that it matters, but I was definitely laughing because I could tell what he was referring to. I forgot how he phrased it exactly. I didn't clip it or anything. It really wasn't that important. But he was referring to things getting going on camera. He was kind of, saying the quiet part out loud. Oh my God. Brian, do you see this question? This comment?
No, what does it say?
From Stationary Pizza, Christy Lee Dolls. Brian, so do you drink other people's pee or just your own? Question mark.
I haven't drank any other person's pee yet, but I'm open-minded.
Right on. I mean, I feel like that's par for the course if you're drinking your own. Like, if you trust the other person.
Is that being open-minded or just open-throated?
Whoa.
Yo, that was great.
No, not really.
That was great. Like, I need a sound effect for that type of shit.
Nah, not really. Kind of lame.
It is though. It's like, but a good chug is someone else's piss is what it sounds like. You be sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I really am not supposed to giggle.
I mean, if Brian came across another Annie and he had the option, I know
they could serenade each other with the song I wrote.
Fuck! I had the camera off the whole time. What the fuck?
Yeah, I thought you knew.
Retrace your steps. Whoa, Tartaria. Whoa, look at the paper canopy, man. It's fucking amazing.
Hey, how you doing? You guys make a good couple. Let me see this couple.
We don't know how long we've been together. I know, right?
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. It's quite the place you live. It's quite the place you dwell. Never a dull moment.
All right, no more full screen.
All right.
It's pretty cool though, the way the ceiling collapses. The digital ceiling collapses behind you. Pictures kind of collapse onto each other as you walk. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Ooh, that's small right here.
Wow, and now outside, out into from the cave into the real outdoors. Boots to the ground. Show us some melted rock, man. Show us a mudflood building.
Melted buildings?
Show us a pyramid. Show us a showgirl. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was showing a bunch of showgirls and shit when I had the camera off. Fuck, dude. Camera off the whole time.
Showgirls or showgoyles? You know what I'm saying? The goyles and the goyles and the girls and, you know.
And the goyans.
I'm not allowed to fucking mention it, but everybody on the internet can talk about my. Anyways, we'll just go back. It's okay.
You guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love how this room looks that I'm about to walk into and do comedy. You guys into hentai at all?
Into what?
No.
Is that the people tying people up kind of stuff? Special knots?
I like the anime aesthetic, but not that. No.
Is that knots? Does it have to do with knots, Brian?
What is hentai, Christos?
That's like Japanese animated porn. That's what that is.
My goodness. My goodness. Are you going into a new hallway with all sorts of stuff on the roof, or what's going on? Where are you going? Whoa, that looks like graffiti.
That's hentai. Watch the room I'm about to walk into.
What is it, a gigantic dong painted on the wall?
Watch this. You guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. Oh, they got rid of it. I know, wait. Or they deflated it. This thing right here used to be all around the room. There's a machine going. Oh, look at the walls though.
Wow.
You're gonna give me flags here?
1 minute. Oh, my bad, dude.
You're good. I gotta strike before because my dumbass accidentally. Whoa. I'm gonna mute you up there.
Fancy. Cool ceiling tiles.
I accidentally put an AI image once as my thumbnail that registered as a nude picture. So I just don't, ever since Snafu did that nonsense at OTWs just because he threw up like a drawing, it's just in case. Appreciate it, Brian.
Well, I really appreciate you allowing me up on your panel, Christos. It's a real treat. I'm on like day 12 of the Entombed, suspended in metaversal time. The Bex Factor. All subs trapped in there, all wrenches trapped in there,
What about the wrenches? You talking about my wrenches?
No, I'm just saying any wrench given to the Bex Factor is trapped on the Bex Factor.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was just reviewing some shit right as you were saying that, so I just had to hear it again. Okay.
So, no, I was just being dramatic about your welcoming me up here when I've suspended my own opportunity to, welcome JG. Welcome. Nice to see you.
I want to welcome aboard, but all that can fit on there is, well, start with one L. Well, Thank you.
So one-liner competition. I'm going to dominate this.
One-liner number 2. This guy tried to sell me a stolen bike. I'm like, hey, no pedaling.
What is going on?
Some people call it purpose. I call it studded for her pleasure.
How do you get a witch pregnant? You fuck her. Someone told me that joke when I was 11 years old, and just told it right there.
It's literally
Does
just
someone
one
sound
line.
like they're
Just
underwater? Why does it sound like someone's underwater? Is that JG?
That was just Brian. So it's literally just one-liner walk-ups. That's so random. Yeah, that was Brian's background.
One-liner walk-up. Never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither. It's just like a super condensed open mic, I guess.
You suck, man. I was rolling a joint and I missed the big moment. Did I fuck it up?
Big booty bitches be tripping sometimes.
Oh my god, he's doing laps. Okay. Cycling around.
I'm just hitting.
The fuck is this bullshit?
One-liners, open mic.
Is that guy's name Mike? Is that guy's
I
name
dated
Mike?
an Amazon. Just like, oh.
All right. Antonio.
I didn't realize Brian was actually going to something. I thought he was just wandering there earlier a couple minutes ago.
Fuck, I lost the competition. This is bullshit, dude. Fuck, dude. This is some fucking bullshit, dude.
Were there like 2 other people there?
Fuck, dude, I can't believe I lost that goddamn competition, dude. This is some bullshit. I hate losing competition, dude.
Just find us some more midgets.
In second place.
Oh shit, here we go.
She did look hella short.
I meant little people.
I didn't win second place either. This is bullshit, dude.
Right now we've got Las Vegas.
Son of a bitch, dude.
It's moving guys up.
Hey, this guy Chris Frank that's going up right now, he sucks. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Give it up to your bartenders. Give it up to your wait staff. Give it up to hockey glasses. Well, I found my bits in Google. All right, there we go. Sorry. All right. I got all new bullshit, guys. Smart people say invest in what you know. So I bought stock in Planet 13 and Pornhub. So I'm hairy. I'm so fucking hairy that when I sit down, the skin of my ass doesn't touch my jeans. Yeah, it's like an insulation layer of fur, hairy ass material. Some people know I already did that. Everyone knows the 5 o'clock shadow. My girlfriend's got that 5-month shadow. Yeah, I mean she's comfortable enough not to shave her legs but like once a month. It's nice though, because like now when my ankles start itching in bed, I just scratch them on her shins. Alright. Well guys, strap in. I'm gonna tell you about being a hairy Italian fuck, because, you know, nerd bar. I hit puberty like a train filled with road gang hitting a wall. I got more hair on my ass than 15.
That dude fucking sucks, huh?
Yeah, that was trash, dude. No one made a noise.
Fuck that dude. He always sucks, dude. Even hanging out with him at this other spot, we were signing up at the comedy club, the legit club. He's an asshole even hanging out there. That dude sucks, bro.
That was terrible, bro. Your one-liners were better than all that.
Should have did the long nipples, dude. You guys seem pretty cool.
How much you pay for that?
That's hella fun. I love when you say that, Brian. That's a good line that you got. The JG, this was $220.
Am I supposed to do something cheesy now too?
No, but you know, I can always pull up slow state again and just check in there.
Oh my god.
Do a slow state check in, make sure he's all right.
The breakfast.
Is Fools and Tools the same person that was Nails and Snails? That's my question. If they don't want to specify, that's cool. But I've been seeing Fools and Tools around recently in certain places, like Charles, and just I don't know. Some people just start making accounts and start hitting live chats or panels. So you never know. Or it's a rebranding and a sock.
I found a portable battery that's worth like $120. Thing's killing it.
Dude, that's awesome, dog. Yo, that's so random, but that's great.
How many people you got watching, Crystal?
At 12, it's been fluctuating between like 11, 12, 13, 14.
Hey, what do they call me, Christos?
World famous, yeah. The world famous Brian O'Shea.
That's right.
I almost forgot, dude. I almost forgot there. I was almost going to say, I don't know what you're saying.
Weather's pretty nice out right now.
Have you heard about spiritual celebrity or being spiritually famous?
Being spiritually famous?
Yeah.
Like with the angels?
Yeah, just however, yeah. Spiritual celebrity was Naga's gem of the day, I thought.
Well, yeah, that's how I look at nature. Like this tree right here, they're like, fuck yeah, dude. I always high five them. Like I high five the trees. They're like, fuck yeah, it's O'Shea. They get all excited. They're like, wow. It's like a walk out to a fight. They're just like, I'm in a stadium. They're high five me. It's like an arena everywhere I go, dude. Listen to this thing. He's like, fuck yeah, O'Shea. They're freaking out, dude. Look at him. He's like, whoo. Those motherfuckers freak out, dude. All nature does when I get around it. Even these guys right here. They're like, fucking hey, dude. I love you so much, dude. You guys don't, dude, that doesn't happen to you?
You're making me want to do DMT, Brian.
Of course, nature cheers.
Some people can't get over all the nature around them when they're on DMT.
Dude, I could have shit my pants and do it at a wall, and you'd be like, make me want to do TMT, dude. Yeah.
You're talking to the trees, Brian. What can I say?
I'm gonna hug the shit out of this tree, dude. You ever fucking just hug a tree, dude? Watch this.
Brian, did you just say you could pee on a wall? And
yeah. What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Did you just say you could pee on a wall? You would never waste it, would you? You didn't just say that, did you?
No, I don't like it to go down urinals, so sometimes I'll try to put it in a cup and then pour it on a tree if I'm not going to drink it. Or pour it on any nature, you know? Actually, anything besides a fucking urinal is probably better.
Actually, yeah. I feel you. Yeah, that's true. It just feels more right to the DNA, and you know, all jokes aside, like to tie in the DMT shit. Funny enough, and Scott 2B, I'm gonna name drop Shervin Jaffaria, the guy that created Symbiotica Supplement Company. He is known and admitted to have served the Bufo alvarius DMT toad to Mike Tyson multiple times. He did DM me back on Instagram, but this is the guy that he was making videos years back when he started the Symbiotica Holistic Health Supplement Company. He would make some videos doing lives on Instagram and whatnot, and he'd be like, first thing when you wake up, rise with the sun, drink a bunch of water, take some mineralized salt, real salt or Himalayan, not Himalayan, but Celtic sea salt. And then if you're able to, be completely naked and sun gaze, ground your bare feet to the ground, and then go piss on your favorite fucking tree or plant in the area and give it that nutrients recycled back. So it's just like, it's like not adhering, but observing or giving the proper acknowledgement to our more primal side, I guess. Filling in that the care that's needed even for the sacral and root chakra, not to think that we're highfalutin, I guess the terminology could be, right? That we're above all this shit. We still have the primal aspects within us to acknowledge and integrate. Just because we're in this modern world doesn't mean we've moved beyond it. And I think people can forget that shit.
It's also okay. It's also okay to not feel like you got to piss on a tree. It's just as normal and acceptable.
You got a problem, Bex?
Behavior. No, I'm just saying, but it's like, it's primal, it's cool, but it's also, if people don't want to pee in a cup and feed the tree, they
you got
can
a fucking
also,
problem? You got a fucking problem you want to solve or what?
use the closest to the train. It's like to each their own pee, right? Like,
What the fuck your problem is?
Well, I do sit to pee. I know people like to, anyways, we won't talk about what other people like to think about, but it's like, so it could just be a matter of I don't want to bring it down to gender or sex, but maybe I don't want we could poll the audience and see about the women in the audience, but it doesn't really matter. Some women, might like to pee on trees and stuff. It's just, don't get me wrong. I go camping. I can let my hair down. Sorry.
You can let your pussy hair down? Like some curtains?
Oh my goodness gracious. It's hilarious.
Do you perm your pussy hair?
Perm it, eh?
You straighten it? You got a straightener?
Is that a thing? A straightener. Oh,
Can I tell you guys about
tie little rag tie curls in there? Yes, please take us away from this conversation, Trans Jew, if you could.
All right. So you hop on a train, right? You're pulling out of the yard. You lay down, right? You're hiding out. You're like, damn, I gotta piss. Right? You look up, you're getting out of the yard. You get up, you're taking a piss off the train, you're looking around, you're seeing mountains, you're seeing all types of shit, and you're just like, damn, this is living. That's one of my favorite memories. Just taking a piss off a train.
The old pissed off a train trick, dude. You ever shit off a train? You ever shit off the side of a train, dude, while it's moving?
Well, they'll have small holes in the patios, and I've taken shits through the small holes.
Did it all make it, or some of it kind of got caught up a little bit? Or did you mush it through?
When nature calls, you gotta do what you gotta do. Just shit through the hole, or fuck shitting in a bag. That's too messy.
You didn't answer the fucking question. Was it a clean drop through the hole, or did you have to mush some of it and fucking? He's not gonna answer.
Holy cows, man!
It's like projectile defecating.
Some people got accuracy with that shit.
You know,
man.
this whole conversation. I'm sorry, Brian. This whole conversation started from, I think, Bex mishearing what you said. You had said something about shitting, I think, on a wall, and I would talk about DMT, is what you said.
It was pissing on a
Sheer
wall.
piss. Yeah, so that's how this ensued.
Oh, I see. So we were moving to the shit
We
to
came full
begin with.
circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. I was wondering when people were going to take it to that. Like, if people think drinking urine is appropriate, why aren't they considering consuming other bodily waste material?
Alchemists work with it. Alchemists work with shit and piss to make cool stuff.
I don't mean to be the one to like point to the obvious next, like curative, you know?
Hear what I just said?
Potentially. Alchemists work with it. Yep, I did. I did, Bri.
There you
Always
go.
listening, Bri.
It's a curative. It's a curative. No, you're not listening. It's a curative.
I am listening.
No, you're not.
I don't. Yeah, it's like it'll be good for other stuff, but definitely not to recycle into ourselves. But I will say there is something to the Shivambu.
No, if you
I've seen too
fucking
many
take
healthy
shit,
people.
hello. If you
Hello?
take shit and you're an alchemist and you make a philosopher's stone or something from it or some fucking medicine and eat it, yes, then you have taken shit and you, well, I guess you're saying just shit before it's like, because this is distilled and kind of like, it's still, even though it's distilled, this kind of seems purified if
I
it's
just
distilled.
don't have
but
the
still.
appropriate avatar for this conversation. Making me feel
Cam
sad.
up.
It's making me feel really sad. We could go with
Yeah,
this
how's
one.
my mic? You guys hear me, or is it fucking Jewish?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, I try to go in the settings and make it better. I'm not even sure if it's better.
Sounds good.
Right. I peed all over a girl once. Just all over her face, all over her bed.
Hey, my dude. I was going to, I'm talking to my friend here, and he's giving me the wrong directions. Do you know where fucking Nerd Bar is, dude?
Nerd?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Oh my God, I knew he was fucking me over. It's not even around here, is it?
I've never heard of it.
What a piece of shit that guy is, dude.
I work down there.
Look at him, he's right there. He's fucking with me, dude.
Google it.
He's a fucking liar.
If it's in there, you don't Google.
Oh, you're right. Why do I fuck with people, dude? That was weird. You guys are cool, though.
I was about to say you guys are pretty cool.
That's my version of man on the street. What's up, bro? You're looking pretty slick, dude. Look at these sluts. Watch this. I'm gonna have some sluts if they're single. Hey, Ma, you single? No? Fuck. That didn't work out. You see how she gave me that dirty look? Bitches really think I wanna.
Do we need to full screen you again?
Nah, I'm done with it. I bombed out twice in 2 street fucking things.
Copy that.
Copy that. Roger that. Fuck, dude. You see the moon?
I think JG was about to get into something. The moon. Nah, I'm just joking. You don't need to tell us about your story there. I think we got the gist of it, JG. That was fun, though. It's always an interesting conversation to have. I see Naga down there knows what's up, right? Sound the alarms.
Huh?
So
Yep.
now that we know there's such a thing as like being spiritually famous or like a spiritual celebrity, would anyone on panel feel like they would, you know, fit into that kind of classification? Like, does that resonate?
You already know.
We want your opinion first.
Well, if I were to consider myself a spiritual celebrity of sorts, then it would only be fair for me to understand that the people around me would likely be spiritual celebrities as well. Like, I would sort of like to extrapolate that out to everybody, you know, even the ones that piss me off, you know, like nobody's really doing
But how
any
does
harm,
that,
you know.
how does that work? What is a spiritual celebrity?
Well, see, if you were a celebrity would be one of a celebration, right? Like, you know, it would be like an independent person, bunch of people together. Celebrities are a celebration, I would assume, of celebrities, right? Which is just like people like in their heads, really, like, you know. Yeah, anyways, I would say any conversation, I'd already extrapolated it out to any conversation being people celebrating and it being a celebration of celebrities, spiritual celebrities. But I just found it really cool, you know, couple sets of words. So I don't mean to, like, I don't know, hyper focus, info dump. But yeah, so all I'm saying is if I were, yeah.
No,
So
but that's
yeah, I would say
exactly what
everyone
I'm
is. If I
saying.
am, everyone is.
Yeah, so that's a.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God, dude.
Getting dark there fast.
It's exactly what I was saying with the trees. The trees are like spiritual, and I'm a celebrity, so to the trees. Trees treat me like a celebrity. Nature, it's like I said, an arena. I think it applies directly to what you're saying, Rex.
Yo, I just want to say real quick, it was really dope to have you on that stream with Steve Martin on Paul's, Brian. And it was cool how we got into talking about Dr. Sebi and, you know, health and just some of that stuff. That was really interesting. But go ahead, Bex. I think you were about to get it. Or if not.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I thought I heard someone unmute or about to. Spiritual celebrity, like Star Wars pastors?
Well, I just think that anyone should feel like I just think it sounds great. Like, who wouldn't want to be a spiritual celebrity? You know, it's like, it's even better than X-Men power. You don't even really need to have, like, you know, some sort of like superhuman, supernatural talent.
Just got IT'd at the bar. Now almost didn't let me in. I didn't have a credit card to take it off. It's annoying.
You know, there could be the whole urine spirituality. Urine spiritually famous, you know, like your inspiration.
I like that. That was good. That was a good play on words right there.
Yeah. You know what? We're working on making some metaversal words that are, you know, sensible and longer than anti-disestablishmentarianism. You know, like the goal is the lexicon of the panelverse. You know, there's been some long hashtags, some long fake Cash App accounts. You know, you're in trouble, Bex.
There you go. Another good one. Shout out the tribe.
Woo,
Good to have 'em
9.
on
There's
panel.
one space available. We got Joe Cool, Barbie, Flo.
Yeah, they got Ballsack on there, it looks like.
Ballsack, is that Wiz?
Yo, that was so funny. I don't know, that the cartoon guy down there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's who I assume
probably
it is. Wiz
is,
was on there
actually,
with
yeah.
cartoons. Yeah. And we got Hank. We got Harmon. What's the guy beside Hank's name? He showed up at the end of Jack's stream being all like, it was really nice to share in the conversation. He hadn't even said anything.
I thought that's
Like
Harmon.
he had just, pardon?
That's Harmon. You just said it, I thought.
No, on to the left. Oh no, that's Mitch. Sorry. I didn't even recognize him. I'm on a teeny tiny phone though. So who's talking down in the corner? Who's vibrating right now? Down there.
Chuck in Tennessee. Salute.
I'm all right with that, nigga.
Yeah,
Looks like Mitch is stimming a little bit
Dave,
over there.
if you're watching, come up, leave Mandela effect it behind.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Caucasian
Oh,
Sheriff
my
Watch says my other film pitch
Drunk
is
in
Hurricane
Tennessee.
Gator. A gator hopped up on Steel Reserve.
Yeah. Don't be.
I don't really drink Steel Reserve. I never have been a fan of it. If I was broke, I'd drink Mickey's instead.
I like
Lord.
Oh,
Mickey's.
I couldn't. My video just came back.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
like
If
Dave-
you
I
could
like
back in the
Dave.
day, you could get three.
I just,
you could
I
get
just
340s of
dropped the
Mickey's with
link
a
if
$10
anyone
bill.
wants to come up and join us.
Yeah,
St.
if when
Ives,
you're
that's what I
when
was
you're
getting,
14,
St.
15, 16, and you got 340s of Mickey's, you're good to go.
No, we was
St.
always splitting the
Ives, that was
bottle.
We need to go get that salute
Steel
clip.
Reserve is a backup beer because it had such a high alcohol content.
Who
But
is
St.
the
Ives,
Mad Dog 2020 person on the panel?
I know. I know about
like
some
it
of that.
frozen, like kind of frozen, you know, like a slushy.
Mad Dog?
Ah.
Yeah. Mad Dog makes me want to fight.
Yo,
I don't know, that was high
Joe
school days,
noises
dude.
are
I haven't
the
had that shit.
best, man. Oh my god, his laugh and his like makes these little noises like when he's about to laugh or express himself.
What about Natty Light
Going
and
crazy.
McCormick's vodka?
Who
Bless it.
When I worked at
So
18 years
cool.
old, worked at a convenience store. It was Ripple, Thunderbird, and whatever. I can't remember.
Thunderbird.
Ripple and Thunderbird. That was
Night-
the one
Night
they walked out
Train.
with the stack.
Night
So that was the
Train,
big thing
yeah.
back then.
Yeah, Night Train, Wild Irish Rose.
Wild Ives Rose.
Oh, yep,
goodness.
there he is.
Good thing.
Organized.
What was
They
the
give
malt
you a
liquor they
wild
liked? What
Irish.
was the malt liquor? The malt liquor was the second one.
Slits.
That Irish-
Colt
Slits malt liquor.
45.
Slits
No,
malt liquor. Slits. No,
there
it's the
was
blue with the
another
blue bull.
Colt
Why you giving these losers shine, dude?
Slits.
Salty Siren said that she sounded like she was born with a crack pipe in her throat.
Why are you giving these
Salute.
losers shine? I already watching this bullshit.
I was just waiting until the panel came back.
God, you're obsessed with streams, dude. Even if it's fucking piece of shit misfits.
Not even, bro. I would
Pioneer.
never, hardly ever, maybe like 1 out of 10 every once in a while. No one else is live. I want someone, get some enjoyment out of the craziness. Yeah, I might go over there. But seriously, I only started restreaming because Z hasn't been doing his lives. Jack Talcott's streams just suck. There's not anything even interesting or crazy happening over there. So, yeah, I'm just doing my part. Kind of like Bentard would say, servicing the drama. But, I'm just doing my part for the people,
What's going on with Z? Did you get a reason why he's not streaming?
Strike time, bro. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's the crew or some shit because, they're on their righteous crusade these days. Shout out to the crew and the moles that they have. I remember when Snafu was telling me, doing his little rap, and he's like, we already have moles that have wrenches at your channel, Christos. It's like, that's great, bro. I understand by now how this shit works out here. Digital experience, right?
It's just a watermelon baby, in case people are concerned. It's just a little watermelon baby, Celebration. My watermelon saved my life. Saved my life.
Hey, Chris, do you watch Louis Theroux documentaries?
I don't know if I'm familiar. What is that? Who is that? No.
He's a British guy that works for BBC, but he's got some really good documentaries for decades.
Oh, okay.
Man, since
So this is probably or whatever. Dude does a lot of narrations and documentaries or some shit. The BBC.
Yeah, if you guys check it out, you'll fuck with it. He does documentary. He did a series on swingers, the Black Israelites, the Jews, all types of shit.
You just need to bring up incest now as well, and then be like Jack Talcott saying interesting. Holy shit!
We actually did a episode called Law and Disorder. So when Paul was saying that earlier, I was like, oh shit, Law and Disorder. It's a good episode in Philadelphia.
No, I'm not familiar, man. How old are you again, JG? If you don't mind me asking, I'm in my mid-20s.
I was born in '91.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, not too much of a difference. Yo, I'm listening to some banging music in the background here. Go ahead.
I'm glad I was born in '91.
33 this year.
I'm glad I caught the late '90s, early 2000s, man. That was the fucking coolest time period I've experienced.
Yo, I know a lot of people like the '90s. Yeah, yeah. What's up, Trev?
Howdy there, Christos and panel.
Yeah, thanks for hopping up, man. I'm going to turn up your mic a little bit, I think.
Oh, shit. There we go.
Hi, Trev.
Howdy.
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
Let me check the audio settings here.
Yeah, maybe just turn it up like 10, 15, or 20 notches.
Is that any better?
Nah.
How about that? Is that better? How about
It's kind
that?
of quiet, but
good. Yeah, you're good now.
Good now?
think so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check. Testing A, testing B, testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Excellent.
People should
All
tell
right,
me if
so
my mic is
Brian,
loud.
no, you sound good on my end. Everyone sounds good. Is Brian going to do another run around of the one-liners?
I wasn't expecting that. I really thought he was just roaming earlier, so there was a nice little surprise when he hopped on a mic there. Yeah, I like how he does that. Coming on a stream and while he's hitting an open mic or a set that he's doing.
Yeah, that was a great. Hey, is Brian still there, or is he out doing his thing right now? There he is, man of the hour.
What's up, tribe?
Hey, you gotta go back and do some more. Hey, you gotta go back and do some more.
Just a second.
Yeah, you gotta go back and do some more there.
I'm sorry, Brian. That shit was too funny. I had to pull it up. I don't know if he said yes or no. I don't know which one he said.
I don't know. We lost the signal on him. It's the last thing I heard.
Oh my God.
Maybe he's checking his notes.
Already. I was 98, so I didn't really catch the 90s. I know a lot of people did like the 90s.
Damn, I thought you were.
I thought some of the culture and shit was kind of corny, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my fault. I'm not trying to talk over you. I thought you were my age, around my age.
Yep, 98. People have always thought I was older than I am, so I get.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's a good thing.
I look like
As
I'm
long as-
16.
Better than being seen as younger in some ways, depending.
Or looking like a full-grown adult and having an infantile mind.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And I promise, your food is actually ready.
We got a good shot of you there, as you froze up, Brian. But we didn't hear if you said yes or no when Tribe asked you if you were doing more tonight.
Yeah, I got a couple comedy things lined up. I'm on the list at this place. Gonna try to bang one out, and then I got the comedy club. This one's pretty shitty. The first one.
You sound like Joey Diaz when you say bang one out. That's funny.
Bang it out.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Bang one out. Yo. What? Hey, G?
Who's your favorite comedian? All you guys.
Honestly, Joey Diaz for me, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go back. For me, it's got to be someone like Dick Gregory, Richard Pryor.
Nice.
You know, Eddie Murphy, if you want to
Richard Pryor.
There was Sam Kinison.
A lot of those names before my time. I only know about those names because I was watching Joe Rogan years back, and so I learned about the older comedians. Who's the guy that always talking about like the system? Not Bill Burr. I don't know why that comes to my mind. Talking about how you're a slave and shit, like you drop truth bombs.
Dick Gregory, he only passed away recently, really, and he was the forerunner of all these comedians, all of them. So shout out to Dick Gregory and rest in peace. But he was definitely the funniest of them all, and he can make you laugh with his look. His secret wasn't even just having the good jokes and the good looks and all that stuff, but timing. He was a master of timing.
Fuck with Norm Macdonald. I think Norm's the funniest dude, and his character, like his personality, he's the funniest dude alive. Well, he's dead now, but that guy was funny as fuck, man.
Yeah, the problem, I guess, now with comedians is that everything is so pigeonholed into being, there's this politically correct thing, an offensive thing, and it's as soon as you go into certain territory, you're labeled as being this kind of like shock jocks and such like that. So I guess it makes it a little more difficult just to really find an authentic voice without being pigeonholed into some false appropriated type of category, so to speak.
Hey, Christos, can you yell at Tribe the way Snafu does real quick?
Did you just tell me to yell at Tribe the way Snafu does real quick?
Yeah, can you do an impression of Snafu yelling at Tribe for me, please?
I'm too busy in my mind thinking about that comedian whose name I forgot, who was always dropping truth bombs.
George Carlin?
George Carlin, I think. Yeah. Thank you, JJ.
Oh yeah, Carlin. Yeah, I forgot about Carlin. He's the saint of irreverence, the patron saint of irreverence. He's the one that reminds me not to be reverent to anything, because he wasn't. He's dropping truth bombs, but he wasn't loyal to anything except just call it like he sees it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
People saying he should be an activist and should be doing this and that. He's like, no, I don't really stand for anything. Just for comedy.
Everything.
No, it's irreverent, not even caring, just making fun of it all and doing his thing.
I like that word. Mm-hmm.
Well, Carlin knew how to get through to people. He really knew how to explain things to you and get it in your head, like wake you up.
Right, but he didn't do it by, appealing to some kind of, affection to an ideology or, anything at all. It was always just straight up to the situation, to the truth, kind of in a way, but very authentic. And that's what made it funny. Because he didn't have to abide by any kind of doctrine or belief system. He was just saying here, like Why would you want have everything? Where would you put it? You know, you could have a place for your stuff.
Hey, can you full screen this, Crystal?
Yeah.
I find that offensive.
That's what you were talking about, bro. The fucking golden fountain of youth.
Golden
What's the name say right there? What's the name say right there? Or is it backwards on your end?
Well,
is that backwards? Huh? Is that backwards?
No, we didn't have a full screen. No. Mannequin piss.
Dude, tell me there's not something to fucking urine therapy with that fucking statue, dude. I'll be right back.
I remember you specifically had brought that up before about the golden statues. Kids pissing like statues, the fountains. I mean, I see the symbolism of what you're saying, I guess, right?
You know, I guess the only stigma with urine therapy is the fact that, yeah, I'm sure it works for certain situations. If you have a certain condition, perhaps it could be beneficial. But the history of it really comes down to the peasants drinking the urine of the royalty after they've had some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom, because the psychoactive substance passes right through them. So the royalty gets a good trip from the shrooms. They pee into a cup, and then the peasants drink that pee, and they get a good trip too.
Yeah, I know that was a thing with certain cultures. I've heard about that.
Yeah, you drink the pee from the higher ups. Kind of disgusting, but I guess it worked.
It's like some Sandusky shit.
I would know. But yeah, there's some pretty spotted histories, should we say, regarding that. So I guess you could say the jury's still out.
You know, they caught Sandusky banging kids multiple times over the years, and then somebody finally confessed. Like somebody finally put him on blast.
Yeah, I think I heard about something like that.
Guy's a monster.
Yeah, it was swept under the rug basically for too long. Yeah.
That whole culture around there, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of weird.
The fraternities of colleges and the sports teams, yeah.
Geographically with there and all that, it's kind of it's got its spotted history, so to speak, regarding those things. So it's only expected that you'd see it there eventually.
There we go.
So Brian, he's about to hop into the next venue.
Yep, walking over to venue A. I lost the one-liner competition, which was pretty pathetic since my whole repertoire.
Oh man, we're spitting out one-liners in chat. Look at all the one-liners in chat, man. There's some good ones.
Very true. I don't think Tribe got to hear the guy that you were letting us listen to that went after you. It was so bad.
No, that's when I came on. I didn't want to listen to that guy. He was terrible.
Right. I don't know if I want to listen to this guy either.
Yeah.
Holy shit. A whole fucking ensemble coming through his sound there.
I got a joke for you guys.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so this gay guy, right? He goes into a butcher shop, right? He goes to the butcher and he says, I want that salami. Can I have that salami? So the butcher gets the salami. He puts it on the table. He gets his knife. And he says to the gay guy, he says, you want me to chop it up? The gay guy says, does my asshole look like a piggy bank?
Oh, God. Oh, Lord, that's a terrible one, man. for Brian. I came up with kind of a corny one just thinking about him when he was doing his one-liners that applied to his life. I said that, cop pulled me over because I didn't have plates, and I told him I didn't need them because I was eating a burrito. Because he said he's coming from Taco Bell with burritos. I thought it's actually true. But it is corny, so I get it. But the fact that it was true, I thought I had to say it, in the chat because it applies. It's true. Sometimes the truth is funny. Usually that's the case. But this case is more vegan corny. Yeah.
Was the burrito made of corn or flour?
Well, my joke was definitely corny. His might have been flour.
This could be meaty.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Could be
Juicy jokes.
spicy. Could be spicy.
So Brian had a dirty mouth. Brian, I heard Brian had a dirty mouth when he was a kid, and then he was in class one time in elementary school. His teacher said, going through the class, having everyone come up with a word for each letter, but every letter she thought had a cuss word that could be associated, and that Brian's dirty mouth, he'd spit one out. He finally get down the alphabet to the letter U, and she thought, okay, well, there's no bad word with you. We'll let Brian have that one because he's had his hand up the whole time. He says, okay, Brian, U. Give us a word with the letter U. And of course, Brian says, urine. Oh, she says, okay. All right, Brian, use the word urine in a sentence. He goes, urinate, Mrs. Smith, but if you had bigger tits, you'd be a 10.
Damn. Try that again.
He incorporated urine into a Brian O'Shea joke. It's pretty genius.
You're inspiring, man. That's what I'm just throwing at you, man. This is coming at you now.
You're inspiring. Yeah, that was going off in the chat earlier. Bex had said something. I was seeing the comments as well.
Yeah. Well, I've serenaded Brian before. I'm not going to do it again right now. But yeah, you're an inspiration,
You're an inspiration. Oh, God. But it's a good theme to keep on for the holy shit. Keep the jokes going.
Whoa. Better get
Or should I say
keep
the stream going.
Okay. Is he gonna record us? Like, do we keep our mouth shut while he does this so he can perform, or touch your nose, Brian, if you got this, buddy.
We're on standby.
Hello.
Oh, my bad. I was seeing what spot I had in this.
No, I just wanted to do the hello thing that you do.
Hello?
We hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
That looks like the same place.
They're all made by the same architect.
Okay. This is exciting.
I know. I'm waiting to we need to shut up because he's gonna unmute when he goes up, so we can all zip it and.
No, I'm not gonna use it.
No. Damn.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I get it. We're still here for support. Do we zip it so he can't hear us though, so he can focus on his jokes? Like, I'm confused.
No, we gotta keep talking until he goes up.
Exactly.
Or else I'm gonna be throwing up flow state, and I know y'all don't want that.
No. We got lots of things to talk about.
Yeah.
He's getting warmed up. Wait for the powder to come out with the powder put on his face so the hot lights don't make too much glare. Gotta get that mic.
He said powder his face.
Told you, get him full screen. Yeah, full makeup here.
Like shuttle box all you want. You're still going to be tangled up in that sex ring in a minute.
See some tentacle action in the background there.
Nice, man. Gonna need a Band-Aid after watching him. He looked so sharp.
Yo, try becoming in with these dad jokes. That's hella funny.
It must be divine inspiration.
Spiritual celebrity.
Or celibacy, one of the two.
Or both.
A celibate celebrity?
Yeah.
Harry Christian or something like that, right?
Oh, Hare Krishna. Hare
No,
Krishna.
I said Harry Christian.
Oh, Harry
Like
Christian.
Jack Talcott. Yeah, like
I didn't
Jack
know if that was
Talcott.
on purpose. I didn't know if Tribe was like trying to allude to Hare Krishna because it did sound like
Hare
that. I was like, yo,
Krishna.
is this some like really like deep joke?
And then so I decided to give it back to her. I was like, are you going to go put on all that face paint tonight? She goes, it's makeup. I was like, and those are boxers. But I had to get sober. You know, I would drink a lot. Drinking would lead to cocaine, and cocaine would lead to bad decisions. And I feel like the one taking my sobriety the hardest is probably my car. I had so much leftover coke on my keys at the end of the night. My car was averaging like an 8 ball a week. And now he doesn't start on the first try. My buddy Mario was there when I tried to start my car. He goes, sounds like your alternator. I was like, no, he needs a bump.
Yeah, Brian, I hope you're better than that, man.
That sounded pretty like a real story, though.
The car's got an 8 ball.
Well, I guess these guys aren't doing one-liners, huh?
I feel you, JG. That was retarded, no doubt. I thought that was someone else before Brian. I didn't think that was Brian at first.
If I'm doing stand-up comedy, dude, I'm practicing that shit. I'm writing shit down for weeks. I'm mastering that shit for weeks. Like, these guys will think of something and just go on stage.
I hear you. You need both. That freestyle aspect as well as the more pre-planned.
Yeah, this 8 ball joke's really gonna kill, man. You know, you're just fooling yourself.
Yeah, I think the stand-up comedy, though, it's a different kind of experience than just the jokes, because it's really about the delivery, how it's going, and also, you know, the antecedents to what the joke is. One joke leads to another. You can't sometimes take them out of context, and the guy doing it has to stage it and build up the right tension and kind of thing. It's an art, you know, and it can be a high art if you treat it as such. But you know, there's a lot of hacks out there. We know that.
Yep.
Well, I was using the word abstraction earlier before you came on, Tribe, talking about some of her humor. And, you know, just, there can be a benefit to things getting more abstract and bizarre, where I feel like there's a lot of examples of that in the world right now where it's not a good abstraction or progression, but you know, pushing the boundaries and envelope with comedy, that's part of it. Kind of like Paul was saying earlier when Brian had said something about feeling bad about clowning the owner or whatever, and then Paul went off into that bit about, you know, what comedy is even for to begin with, the principle of it.
Well, I mean, it's a language-based art, so the real comedy is based on the language. And so what makes a language funny is metaphors. You know, it's all based on certain levels of metaphors, right? We could say levels of abstraction, as you were saying before. If you're not communicating on the right level of abstraction, you get cross transactions with your communication. So it's important to keep it on the right level of abstraction. And if you jump it, that could be humorous too, when you go from one level of abstraction to the next unexpectedly. But the art is to do it, you know, cleverly or gracefully, and as should be done, artfully. That's what comedy is about. And it's tricky to do, you know. If you're going to study anything, it'd be studying more about the effect of metaphors in language. You know, learn the different kinds of metaphors. You know, there's like synecdoches, there's simile. A little late now to go through all those things, but they all have different roles to them. You know, and what they do. There's indexical cues, metonymics.
That's a good word.
Yeah, the different things. You know, synecdoche is the parts, not the whole. Like if I say the Reds, I'm talking about the sports team Cincinnati Reds. The part's not the whole, but you can refer to it as just a part, and people know it's the whole because of the context. Because we're talking about sports, so I can say the Reds.
I was just about to say, yeah, context exactly with what you're saying just makes me think of this whole all we have. Like we can get to the core of things through going out through the context, deviating or delineating, abstracting out further, extracting further outward. You actually get to the core of what something is. That's why we use allegories and metaphors to understand. You know, we understand by proxy through the context.
Right. It outlines the context, and from that, we're supposed to figure out the content as it applies to us. Because, you know, as they say, content without context is pretense. So that gets you nowhere. You know, that's fantasy. So it's important to know the difference. And like, you know, like I said, the abstractions and the metaphors, the symbology of that, as it's communicated through stories and narratives, is the way we learn, whether we realize it or not. That's the way it's passed down through language. You know, comedy is another way of reflecting on it in a contextual way, right? It's not the words you're saying that are funny. It's in the context you're presenting those words, and in the order, the syntax that you're presenting those words. The words themselves aren't funny. I mean, some words are. You know, you get what's called the onomatopoeias and stuff like that, like a chew and cock, you know, those words, right? But even that word's funny. You know, onomatopoeia, I think that's how you say it. But there's there's quite a few figures of speech that it's important to know, because if you're going to be talking about language and stuff, this is where, you know, the rubber meets the road. Otherwise, you're just getting, you know, involved in logomachy or a war of words.
Basically, life is all just art, man. It's all just art. Anything you do, it's an art. Master your craft.
Well, art in a way, and it's to some, it's not quite as art. You know, there's artisanal elements too, in just general craftsmanship too, that have nothing to do with real creativity and artfulness. I guess the symbology is really the root of it all. You know, how do we adapt to the environment? Do we do it, you know, as it is, or do we do it through our own representations internally in the form of symbols? To say a tree is a tree because we call it that, we think it's supposed to be this and have these properties, but are we really approaching it for everything it is? Or just, again, the synecdoche, you know, a part of the whole? We look at the compression of language, you know, when it's supposed to mean a lot more, we just take it for the superficial meaning and abandon the true roots of the meaning and the intent of the words as they were initially meant. And that's how things get distorted over time. That's why ritual plays an important role, because ritual keeps attachment of the meaning of the words where they are. You know, another method is through law, where they use a dead language like Latin. It's not open to revision. It's always the same. The words don't change in a dead language. So we have adaptations for, you know, keeping the persistent language as the maxim goes, the spoken word flies, the written letter remains. On that, I'll yield for a second.
Fire. That was fire. Yeah. Thank you, JG or Bex. I don't know who's unmuting there, but not. Okay. Brian, are you still with us? Go ahead, JG.
No, I'm just thinking. You know, we all have styles. I look back on like skateboarding. My style sucked, man, for years. And I figured out what I was doing wrong, what I didn't like. And I mastered my style. But that's what I was saying with like the art. There's an art to everything, man. You just got to find it. You got to find your groove.
Well, what you said there is key.
Go ahead, Chad.
If I could expound what you said there is key. Is that's it's kind of like the process of retroduction, where you look at things that can't be this and it can't be that, and you do things wrong long enough, you realize what not to do. Narrows down what you're going to do next. Eventually, you're going to figure out this is how you do it, and then everything just makes sense because you know all the wrong moves. You're not going to do those anymore. So it's like it's not this and it's not that. It's not that. And eventually, you can narrow it down to a smaller group of possibilities. And now here are the motions at work. And you can apply that to anything, really, in logic and any kind of reasoning. It's not really a skill that's taught much. You have to do it. That's the thing. You can't learn it by reading. It's by experience. And a lot of people don't want to do the experience. And man, skateboarding is a painful experience to have to learn if you don't do it right. Did I see Christos just literally disappear? Like he just got, oh.
Sorry,
it looked like you
I don't mean to walk away there.
On my screen, you just flashed away like you got teleported away immediately.
Well, I don't think I'm freezing up like Brian, at least. But I definitely got some good Brian shots to screenshot there for a thumbnail later on.
Fun.
Go ahead, Bex. Did you want to add something?
No, I was just saying hi. I'm still here. I saw Brian.
I hope Brian comes back up to tell us how it went.
Yeah.
At least when he's done.
Yeah, I guess we're all kind of waiting for the man of the hour here to get Brian up, and I hope it's before the hour's over too. It is getting kind of late.
It can look flat.
Wiz is on these closed panels, so I'm gonna check in real quick.
All right.
His only point is that it can look flat from up close. Nobody's disputing that at all. Everybody's down with that.
It can even look flat from long ways. You know how when I travel from California to Arizona, there is a huge stretch of land where I can see a mountain range that I know is about 60 to 70 miles away. And I can see it. And every single time that I do it, I look at the base of it and I wonder, how much of that should I be able to see if I'm on a globe? Every single fucking time. And I watch the mile markers as they tick by 1, 2, 3 at a time. And it still doesn't prove anything. Like, I was convinced that it was flat. I don't care at this point. Like, what does it prove to everyday life? It's not going to improve your ability to build a house. It's not going to improve your ability to do plumbing. It's not going to improve your ability to associate with normal human beings.
It cancels all the fears that they put against us to live in fear. You can realize their lies are bullshit, and there is no fear.
I don't think any of us can associate.
But you can have no fear without having to go through the truth or pipeline. You can have all of that without having to get psyoped. You can have all of that without having to feel like you got
where you learn about
and then realize they were lying as well.
World. No.
You got twice, dude. That's what you're not understanding. You got twice. You got by the mainstream thing, and then you got in the rabbit hole of trutherism. Just go back to being a normie. It all fucking doesn't matter. That's the point.
That's okay. What a great opinion. I like your
I
opinion.
kind of agree.
Fine.
If you don't like cell phones and shit like that, then you're right. None of it matters.
And that's where I would have to hop in and say that I get that to some degree, but I also view that the same as like someone saying that they were religious at one point and then they switch over to quote unquote spirituality, or they strip that religious aspect, the religious brainwashing, let's say, but they end up going right back to it and they say, oh, that spirituality was a new age deception. And that seems to be what the CBO crew is doing, where they're doing this lie that you just spelled out right there.
Yeah, there's trading one belief system for another, but they're all just beliefs, and they're the
It's
enemy
going
of
full
insight.
circle. It's going right back to where they started. Like rather than evolving onward from that quote unquote trutherism into a more accurate perception of what reality is, they go back to where they started, which is regressing. So I see how he's trying to justify it, but I just don't agree.
Dude, I can't stand CBO and TVE and EBT. Like, I've watched these guys for a long time. I've talked to them. They're so fucking mind controlled, right? And they constantly got to shit on you. They constantly got to, like, try to guilt trip you because you don't believe what they believe and they're right and you're wrong. Where it's like, dude, come back down to earth and realize that life's a mystery and you're mind controlled.
Yeah, you don't have to understand every single aspect of it.
Yeah,
you have
but
to be okay with that mystery to a degree.
They can't do it, man. They're so the denialism, the fucking hard headedness they have. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the rituals.
The doomerism. Go ahead, Trump.
Yeah, the ritual shaming, and it's just like a deep seated bigotry in a way, and not in the the politically correct stuff, but just is just their ignorance. It just permeates through all the nonsense that they spew at each other. It's kind of unbecoming of adults. If you looked at people 100 years ago, if they're sitting in a tavern, they wouldn't be having those conversations. They'd probably be talking like we are.
Yeah, it's like a type of person, regardless of the belief system that you overlay. It's just ignorant people, regardless of that worldview. Yeah, great point.
But yeah, it's I'm wait for the reports from O'Shea.
Yeah, facts. Totally. Since they're getting into the flat Earth stuff, I forgot if Flow State considers himself flat Earth leaning or what. I know that, like, I used to panel with Flow State on We Are Awake TV when I first started hopping on here, so I know he's like aware of the geoengineering and shit. I'm gonna turn this back on for a minute before we hear from Brian.
To your claim, they don't prove one thing or another. They're just anecdotal claims that make us question about what we're on. Nobody has a definitive answer.
Who are you talking to? I don't know. You're talking to Joe or
Both
me?
of us. It goes for both of us.
No horse
Correct.
feathers. I can see kindly eye. I see what's real.
Yes,
It's not a reality. It's not a reality I created. It's what's real.
Hey, GSM, hold on. GSM, let me see your camera flick on before I bring you up on stage. I just want to make sure you're a real person and not gay porn of Harmon and Joe
I can
Cool.
see Pikes Peak out this window here. It's got to be 250 miles away.
Is there still audio there?
Something crazy. I can see.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can still hear them.
You say Catalina Island doesn't fucking amaze me.
Yeah, I have a question, Harmon. You say you see what's real. Does that mean I do not see what's real since I do not have your eyes?
That's a good.
No, you see flat
that's a great
basketballs.
question.
I mean, I will never see a flat basketball, but that's okay. Unless
Okay,
it's got no
Harmon,
air.
can you keep coming back up?
I'll never see a flat
I don't have his
basketball.
eyes, so it doesn't matter.
Your
But
theory, it's your theory of a gold ball and seeing it from a distance is all a theory.
I got a
First
question
of all,
for
your
you guys.
basics is a theory.
I
So
got one.
anything in theory is real in your theoretical world, but
so
it's
Harmon
not.
just makes
It's not real.
Gonna have. He's
It's
trying to be a
simple.
solipsist.
You're not getting me off
I
that.
see the
I can
sunset.
see. I can see.
I see the sunset
CSM, when you
behind the
cammed on,
mountains
your shit was just
every
black.
day.
I gotta see your face. A black screen. A black
Don't
screen
sound
ain't coming
trustworthy.
on, GSM.
That's a
I see
warning
the
sign.
sunset behind the
Yeah,
mountains
that's a big
every
warning
day.
sign.
That is my 26 mile to Catalina
Shady
highway.
Jeremy.
I see it every
Like
day.
this.
Your idea
There's a
that it's
person
not
here.
solid, just a theory. I know what I see with my eyes.
You know what's
Catalina.
another fun theory is the whole there were giants everywhere and then they all fell down and suddenly became mountain ranges and shit like that.
Yeah, man, I've argued that too.
I like the one. I like the melted brick.
There's okay. I'll have to send Flo this picture because I know he'll love it. Being white trash as he is,
Missouri white trash.
There's a mountain range out here in Phoenix. If you look from
by Flow State, faggot, white trash, Missouri motherfucker.
God is so jealous.
There is actually a mountain range that looks like a woman laying down. So it's like funny because it's kind of like the mud flap version of like the trucker mud flaps.
Pinup girl.
So that's why right. And that's why it's like all these things are just things that we associate as humans. We're obviously going to read into images what we interpret because of our everyday life. Yeah.
Yep. And that was the point I was trying to make earlier.
That's what's going on over there? Nice.
Yeah, I know GSM.
So long.
Low getting a quickie.
Is that Illuma Germany?
Yes, that's a little German. They use GSM as a handle.
No.
Yes,
this is not him.
I know you.
That's fucking awesome.
This is not Tommy. Tommy's a fucking meth head lunatic.
Yeah,
oh my God, that's so
totally
so convincing.
It's literally irrefutable.
My hypothesis is that you're just Lindsay. So, but you can prove me wrong.
I could prove you wrong right now. I'd have no issue doing that either.
Yeah, we just know.
That's Tommy. That's Tommy's speech pattern. It doesn't matter.
Save us, O'Shea. Where's O'Shea?
Play out. It doesn't. I've got the curtain up. Choke on my yoke. Get shot with these things.
I know.
They're Jewish
hollow point.
What do you need?
Guy who's not Tommy, tell us about the Earth. Is it flat around?
What'd you say, Trev?
I said we need O'Shea to save us from this panel of ignorance, imbecility, and stupidity over there at Slow Snakes. They've reached a point of critical mass stupidity.
If you look at what more than copy and pasted Photoshop images,
I'll be sure to save you here
in accordance with what Disney is pushing. And if you look closer at the globe, it is literal copy and pasted images, and it's not just a CGI rendering of composite images, but it's literally just basic copy and pasted images with.
Pause that. Just got off stage. I fucking ripped it. Well, I did what I could for a tiny room. I kind of hated it, but I was able to do something. Brought up the arrest and shit. Was fucking with the crowd. The host was like when you fuck the crowd, dude. I was going hard in the paint. He was turning down my mic and shit. You guys are pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah, we're watching you, O'Shea.
What? Hello?
Yeah, you're front stage.
What?
How'd it go? How did it go?
I just told you, fucking assholes. Did you guys just not hear anything I just fucking said?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, I said it went well. I fucking was working with the crowd. What happened? Did you guys just, was I fucking disconnected? Whatever it is.
There's another panel in the background, man. It was distracting.
Yeah, did some crowd work. Talked about the arrest. Fucked with some people in the crowd. I called this white couple bitches because I was like, who here doesn't like getting arrested, getting pulled over, and having to give their ID to pay fines? White people are like, I'm totally cool with it. Perfectly fine. Then I had to drag the black people in it to fucking bond with them and say over my hatred over that white couple. I got to hurry up and go to the comedy club, the real spot, a legit comedy club. So I'm gonna gotta make sure I get over there, get on stage. You know what I mean?
Can you at least give us audio?
What?
Can you at least give us audio? Yeah, audio.
Performance?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, fuck you guys. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. I did record it on my phone. Nope. Come
on, Brian.
Shit. Fuck you. I guess I could. I was fucking with the audience. I mean, I guess I could.
Cool.
It's just kind of fucking around. But I'm not saying I'm going to. I said I could.
I know. But you should. You know you should. Because we're all rooting for you here.
Yeah, right. Bunch of fucking sneak dissers.
Is this real?
Haters. Who is that? JG? You shit in a hole and record it for us, dude? Shit in a hole on a train.
Do you guys think man flying around the world is that bullshit, or is that propaganda, or did that really happen?
Men flying
I don't know,
around
but
the world?
I shit in a hole in the train once, though, Brian, while I was still parked at a train station in Paris. They want to charge francs to get into the bathroom, and I didn't have any of the francs. And I had a Swiss Army knife that could open up the train door to the bathroom. They have them locked at the train station. So I hopped onto a train. It wouldn't leave for a few minutes. I took myself a nice long dump, dropped it right there on the tracks, and left.
Salute.
What'd you wipe your ass with?
No, there's toilet paper there, dude. It's a bathroom. It's just they have it locked when it's at the station, but I had a little Swiss Army knife that could unlock it.
You said, on the tracks. I thought you meant like...
Well, like you said, when you flush a toilet on a train, it just opens it to the tracks. That's why they lock it at the station. But they were so rude as they want to charge me money to take a dump in the toilet there. It's like, that's so un-American. But then I guess that's why we're not France.
Damn, they just dump it on the tracks and it splatters all over the wheels and shit?
No, just
oh my God.
It falls on the track. It's not moving. Oh, when it's moving, yeah, it splatters all over the place.
It derails the train.
Depends on the turn, I guess. No, it just, it's like rocks or pebbles, I guess.
Yeah, so the dude that went up before me sucked.
They don't do that in America.
The comedian that went up before me sucked, and I shit on him. I go, that guy fucking sucked, huh?
You literally said that?
Yeah, dude. I don't give a fuck no more, dude. Everyone's gonna get it. Who knows I'm a good club? The security today goes, how you feeling today, bro? I go, dude, I'm even worse today. He goes, you all right? Because the old Despair Bear came up my stream the other day. He goes, you all right, Brian? I said, fuck you, you hillbilly piece of shit. Asking me if I'm all right. Sneak this me saying I ain't all right. But then this security guard did it. So I get, are you all right from a lot of people. I go, no, I'm not all right. I'm going even harder today, I told the security dude. Big ass black dude named Stacy.
That's a good response, Brian.
Yeah, dude.
You're being truthful, but you're alchemizing it.
Brian, are they looking at you like you're crazy? Can you pick that up when somebody's looking at you and they're like, and you can tell they think I'm crazy?
Yeah, that's what I was doing to the woman in the audience that was there with her husband. So this bitch keeps cross-eyed me. I said, you got a fucking problem? Like, they laughed at that. It was aggressive.
Thanks, Stacey. Thinks you're crazy, man. Stacey knows. Stacey knows you're crazy, Brian.
Fuck, dude, I thought I was gonna bomb. That's one of those rooms where there's like 5 people in it. Dude before me, only one dude was fake laughing at his shit. It's kind of the guy that's kind of like has a bad reputation. Kind of known for not being funny, so shit on his ass. Fucker wasn't funny. I wonder what he thought about it. I wonder if I hurt his self-esteem. Fuck, whatever. He deserves it.
Yo, so Christos, do you think that man flew around the world, or do you think that's bullshit?
Yeah, like circumnavigation. Yeah, hell no. Yeah,
At first, it has to be a globe to fly around it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If the Earth is flat, you can't really fly around it.
Well, you could fly in a circle somewhere. You could go in a big fucking circle and come back. Go in a big circle on a flat plane and just come back and say you did something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, anyone want to go out to Antarctica with me? We're going to take a trip to Antarctica, and we're just going to show up.
Comedy set there. You should
No, it's how you escape. No, it's how you escape this prison planet. You go to Antarctica. And you just
the edge. Go to the edge.
Yeah, because then it's going to be all. It's beautiful on the other side. The people are cool. It's going to be hot chicks. They're like, "Oh my God, you're so brave. You figured it out." And then it's just paradise, heaven on earth. It's going to be like a bunch of people that look like Christos, like women and the men that all look like Christos. They're going to have like these white robes on. They're kind of see-through. They're going to have like perfect tits and shit.
Lucky
like
you.
Yo, did you know the Nazis flew over Antarctica and they would drop swastikas, like metal swastikas, onto Antarctica? They would just fly over and drop all these swastikas, like thousands of swastikas.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I've heard some stupid shit.
That's what the Nazis were doing, man. They're doing all types of crazy shit, kooky shit.
Only you, JG.
That's a pretty good one, though.
Yeah.
It's real history. Like, they really were doing that. It's like...
Why not flyers? Drop some flyers. I mean, you need something.
Yeah.
So they went into the middle of nowhere over snow. That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard, dude.
Brian, I'm telling you facts.
I mean, I guess it could be like if they were doing some sort of magical sigil, and it was some part of the sigil, there was some sort of magical ritual. I guess I could get on board with that. But I mean, what do you think the purpose of that was, JT? Don't steal my sigil idea.
Yeah, I don't know what the purpose is. I just know it's a crazy one. You know, it's some kook shit.
That swastika is an ancient, awesome symbol of like peace. And they hijack shit like that and try to make it some evil thing. Like that swastika goes way back before anything with fucking Germany. It's like some ancient Asian and Eastern, because it looks like like something that would spin, like a wheel of time or some sort of something that spins like that rolls, like some sort of spiritual symbol that has positivity, and they try to corrupt it. You know what I mean?
But they will not see it that way, Brian.
Who won't see it that way?
They they will not see it that way.
You're an asshole, Trump.
They will not see it
you're a big
like that.
Blockhead from that. What does he say? You're a blockhead from something?
I don't know, but you ain't getting no jokes from that freaking thing.
Tell me.
You better stick to your real life, your stuff that's a little bit funnier. That stuff's on the borderline. Yeah.
Tribe, do an impersonation of Snafu yelling at you. All right, hold on. I gotta go to this GPS. I'll be right back.
He was asking me to do that earlier too.
It's so hard to because it's such an insane rant. It's like asking me to bark like a Saint Bernard or something. You know, I have to really think about it. You know, what's distinguishing from a Saint Bernard to a Doberman to a German Shepherd? It's like you're saying a snafu bark. You know, I'm thinking like a sweaty warthog with a lot of sinus issues and snot coming out of festering pustules all over. Yeah, it'd be a hard thing to imitate. I could try though, but you know, it's always the same stuff, the same buzzwords. You know,
Yeah, I could probably get the buzzwords. I could probably get the
yeah,
buzzwords.
I mean, it's
on
just the
him
same
right,
old crap. It's like I wouldn't even want, you know,
yeah.
I'd never be caught dead saying that stuff. And yeah, it's just really pathetic. If there's anything else, I mean, I can make the sounds he makes in between. You know, he does those sounds like a warthog. That's about the best I can do with him. What's that?
Do the warthog sounds, but have it kind of sound like what he's saying, like when he makes fun of you.
Yo, that was gold, man.
That's got painful to do, man. I don't know how he does that sound, man. That was painful just for me to make that much of it. It's not it's an abnormal type of thing you have to do to get that kind of effect. Again, it's a warthog thing, you know. I mean, they can do it. For us humans, it's a little bit different.
That food's crazy as fuck.
You know what's interesting at this parking garage? They have all these things that say, "Oh, you got to pay on your phone." It's like $18 a day, but then really you just don't have to pay shit. I've never paid here. They try to like front. It's like a scam. They try to scare you into paying. Like I could show you what it says. Like watch. It says, I'll show you what it says.
Yeah.
So it says like short-term guests, payment required before exiting, but then you never pay shit, dude. It's like you're supposed to do it electronically. They got signs everywhere. A lot of people pay it, I'm sure, but fucking you don't have to.
Well, yeah, single signer contracts aren't really going to hold up much water. But again, you know, it's just an accepted principle. People that say, yeah, it's what the sign says. I obey what signs say, regardless of doing my research to find out, you know, to know the law in every situation and how it applies to me in any instance I may find myself in. But that's besides the point.
Yeah. But if you believe it, guess what? It does become real.
Yeah, it becomes real. Okay, look.
Exactly. So
Gnostic Chef said something to you. He said Donald Hoffman is big on this idea, conscious realism. He says
the
that.
problem with Donald Hoffman, the problem with him is that he still believes he's a fucking person that knows that information. That's the problem.
Yeah. Gnostic Chef said he knows that. He says that reality is shaped by our perception rather than being an objective truth.
There is no objective truth. I mean, the truth is subjective and subjective activity interacting with itself, which is crazy because the subject and the object are the same thing. Everything is just look. Before you are everything there where you think you are. You are whatever you are. You are the entire appearance, which is as far as the appearance appears to be.
Yeah.
You see? And then after that is as far as the eyes of the body can see. Neither of those two is you.
But that's
neither of those two is you. That's dreaming activity happening. And because there is the dream and the dreamer are the same thing. There is nobody dreaming this. But if there's a reinforcement of three-dimensional information that is already established in here, then that you're dreaming. I mean, if you, you could do. I'm not to go after this intelligently. What is the purpose of life?
Yeah,
die and not. What is the purpose of life? Seriously, is to die and not remember a fucking thing. That's the purpose, and that's what we hear. Are you serious? And nobody questions this. I mean, they just keep slipping.
I think everybody do question it
Because that's how I felt that many a time.
And then what happens is that the second replication begins to happen here. I mean, the biggest problem here, I'm sorry that I have to say this, but it's the family units. When you begin to make copies of yourself in here. That's the problem. It creates responsibilities that have nothing to do with the immediacy of the needs of the body. Because when you gotta go to the bathroom and take a shit or a pee or something.
Hey, can we get back to Brian?
There? Does your wife need to be there? Does the rest of the planet need to be there? No, and that's what's really happening. And that's the number one, that's the alpha frequency. Then everything else is better.
Okay, what?
Bullshit. It has no significance at all.
Okay, what makes the dream world different from this world?
They're both the same thing. This is like I said, this is props. This is where the props
Where is he gonna find these goofballs?
You know?
Yeah, that's weird.
You want to put it into a good name? Magic. It has to fucking be, and then by the time science gets to this, science is gonna get to this very soon, like in 7 years. This is what happens. This is what's going on with the artificial intelligence coming out. The artificial intelligence is gonna take over.
So Christos.
Last time I listened to this dude, he had taken a bunch of DXM, and then he was telling people about his experience talking to the Pleiadians. That dude's crazy.
The calling guy? You're talking about the calling guy? With the funny accent?
Yep.
That guy's off. This dude here talking seems like he's kind of cool.
Yeah, he is, but the guy he's interviewing is definitely on one more often than not. That's just why I threw it up there real quick. I'm guessing Brian might be going up now. I don't know. No, he was in his car, though. He said he was going to go up somewhere. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it while I'm still alive, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be live.
Well, I'm only here as long as he's going up and you're live, so we're kind of all waiting on Brian, really. I think was the deal. We're just filling space here with other stuff. You know what the guy was alluding to on the screen there was something that he's talking about the dreams and the way that we're representing in our brains the way things are, right? But even that's not sharp enough language, and it's not really a philosophical approach. Again, it's getting back into a lot of assumptions that he's making and presumptions that may or may not be true. But we could say that as it, man, as it were, has discovered a new method to adapt to the environment around us. Between our receptor and effector systems, which are found in all the animals, we found a third link, which we describe as the symbolic system. So the new acquisition transforms the whole of our lives. As compared with the other animals, man lives not merely in a broader reality. He lives, so to speak, in a new dimension of reality. Man cannot escape from his own achievement. No longer can man confront reality immediately. He cannot see it, as it were, face to face. Instead of dealing with things themselves, man is, in a sense, constantly conversing with himself. He has so enveloped himself in linguistic forms, in artistic images, in mythical symbols, or religious rites, that he cannot see or know anything except by this artificial medium. That, my friends, is where we are.
Damn. It almost sounded like a quote there for a moment that you were reading.
Yeah, that's excerpts from Ernst Cassirer. So hard to say. It's Cassirer, Cassirer. Is I guess kind of like Polish, but it was before his Poland. He's I guess you'd say early 20th century philosopher. You'd say a synthetic abstractionist, since we're back on the theme of abstractions. So it's a way of taking the best of different things like Kant and Montesquieu and Locke and the rest of the neo Enlightenment and that kind of field of philosophy that always had something that either believed in the inherent thing of a unseen creator, something from nothing, or it came into the whole mathematical thing of everything is a material and atomistic, and neither of them are complete. So by using the synthetic abstractionist approach, he's able to take elements of them to construct a whole new way of looking at, the whole philosophical approach to reality. And sum it all up, it's basically the symbolic system is what he was alluding to here. And it applies to everything, every element of our existence, really. And it's an incredible thing when you think about it, because no other animals do this kind of thing. It's all based on the fact that our brains form simulations of things. Everything is an internal representation. We don't deal with anything as it truly is. It's only as we believe it is in our minds. And that's the symbolic systems. And they've overtaken our five senses to the fact that we do have a sixth sense. It's the symbolic sense. And that's what we are. We're, homo symbolicum. We're not just homo sapien. So, that's what he was basically alluding to in a lot of his works. And it would have been nice if he lived a little bit longer, but interesting stuff. Kasira, how do you say it? But it ends in an ER. The R silent.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks,
That was
Tribe.
clean.
Yeah, a lot of the philosophies, that you hear people talk about, Kant and Locke and all these other ones, they all have, certain elements of the past in there that are just tied in. You can even get back to epistemology and some of the older ones like Baker and stuff where, even the brightest minds of the day were arguing about how many angels could fit on the head of a pin. Having free thought was a new concept. That's why this whole concept of independence and Western, I guess the whole iconic Western mentality, you could say Western world mentality, is based on that individualism. And it's a very new concept, very new, because slavery and keeper of men was the standard before this for thousands of years. So, between having our primal past and that dark period in between, we could be coming upon a new renaissance of realization of what we could be and should be. But that's to be determined.
And this is why Snafu talks shit on you. I mean, just listen to the way that you articulate things. I mean, for real. This is why he talks so much shit on you. You're a smart dude.
Hey, I was just bragging about. I was just bragging about not having to pay that parking. I just got into the whole fucking situation. Like, we got a new system. It's like, Jesus Christ. They're like, all right, if you don't get a ballot, it'll come back. We're going to take your picture and conditionally trespass you. So you got to go give it validated and come back. And then I had my hand over my face when he's taking the picture. So can you move your hand? The supervisor's like, just go ahead and take it. I had my hand covering my face. It's fucking retarded.
What?
I know, bro. It's fucking wild out here. Used to be all free parking and shit, all types of shit. You got to pay for everything out here. You got resort fees.
Yeah.
Fees on top of whatever the fuck you pay.
Holy.
On my way to the legit comedy club, I'm gonna turn this motherfucker up, get kicked out. Fuck, dude, I'm going to jail. I got the same lawyer, the same judge as De Castro, dude. That's fucking scary, dude. What the fuck? We get 6 months to a year? This is insane, dude. But what?
You're not a complete jackass like Castro.
Yeah, but are they gonna play fucking the stream as like evidence in court, dude? That'd be insane.
They're gonna ask you about drinking your pee.
I'm telling you, Brian, the best thing in the world is for you to say, listen, I assigned limited power of attorney to my counselors, my team.
Oh, you want me to have a Snafu Snaps and you?
Yeah, me and Paul and Jack. All of us have to be there.
Jack?
They'll have a constitution.
Are you fucking doing this? Can you go shoot yourself in the head? What the fuck is your problem, dude?
You're missing my point. The judge has to listen to Jack now.
Dude, they're gonna put me
They'll
under
just
the
say
fucking
dismissed.
jail. What you
dismissed?
Fuck
Shut
with
him
my
up.
freedom
Dismissed.
to make a joke? You fucking asshole.
Dismissed. They'll be like, case dismissed. Get him out of here. Jack, as soon as Jack walks up, greetings, brothers.
Give me the fucking
All right,
electric chair. What are you talking about?
They don't want him to stick around for sentencing. Trust me, you'll be out scot-free. Let him make a friend of the court brief and put his name on it. Boys,
Paul be my counsel. The only person I would let is Paul. Who the fuck else could be counsel? I don't even trust Wizard no more.
Lauren, you gotta get the Lagoon Creature, man. Come on. You know she's a great counselor for you.
Yeah, I got Snafu and Tribe as my counsel, dude.
No.
Get fighting in the middle of the courtroom.
Paul and Lagoon Creature as your counselors then. The cream team.
Do it what Tommy did.
Nah, it's funny. No, you shouldn't. Hey, really, in all seriousness, Brian, you shouldn't have to get out with anything more than a pen. Really.
Brian, what's your alarm, man? Is that the check engine light?
No, it's the seatbelt thing.
Dude, he drives a Taurus, man. That's part of the ambient illumination.
It used to drive me nuts when I'd be in the car and someone else was letting it ding. But now, when I'm not on stream, like I don't even notice it. But when I'm on stream, it's obviously annoying. But it got to the point where I don't even fucking notice it when I'm driving. Like, but it used to drive me a little batty at first. But it is a strange thing, right? For safety.
I wonder if Kevin Storm got locked up, man. That's dealing with all types of crazy shit, but he hasn't been around.
Who?
Ken Before the Storm?
Oh. Yeah, no, he's still out there, from what I know. Yeah. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen him around.
Yeah, when he was showing up on panels, I had never realized that whole time that he was one of these people like Joe Cool with an apparent, quote unquote, big YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, Joe's going out of his way where, like him, he just recording situations that happened to him, you know? Like Joe's the auditor where Kim's just kind of, he's just recording his encounters with police.
I hear you. Some would argue that those overlap somewhat. I don't even know. I'm glad I missed that whole auditor, frauditor stuff. I didn't even realize this was a thing as much as it was until I started watching Paul, actually, and then I saw there's these Chili de Castros and all that. It's like the fake gurus, you know, false accountability holders.
Yeah, well, Paul's had the real auditors on his channel. I mean, he's had some of the, you know, you can't say the most successful ones, but he has had some good ones on there, on his old channel especially. Matter of fact, I think his old channel got banned because of that, because he's getting too many people pulling some good ones on the live stream, and it's starting to make, you know, the policy enforcers look bad, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
There are situations where serendipitously supporting everything. There's one where one of those auditors joined Paul's live stream. It was in the evening, so there's no post offices, nothing to go to, you know. And he's like, well, you know, nothing's around to audit now, but actually the police stations are always open. There's a shop right down the street here. I could stop there, but, you know, I got to be somewhere soon, so I could stop in here. I'll be there in 10 minutes. We could do this audit. We're like, cool. And he's driving around. All of a sudden there he saw some cop pulling someone over. So he pulls over around the block, walks over there, stands back pretty far, and they were pulling over a guy that had no license plates. And it was some black dude, older black dude, had no license plates. And he just stood on the sidewalk there, filmed it, and they ended up walking away and letting the guy drive away. He drove away. We don't know what really ensued, but Yeah, and then he hopped in his car and he went to the cop shop, and he went there and he was talking with these guys, and he has headphones, so he was like, "No, I can't let you guys talk in here. I'm just gonna run this." So, Paul was talking to him. He could hear Paul, but he was the one talking to them all, and it was a good one. There's one lady in the front didn't know what the hell is going on. He wanted to make some FOIA requests, and then some other cop came back and started mouthing off he couldn't do this and that, and the auditor was like, "No, I can do this and that, and who are you?" And and it seemed like as the cop was getting more and more angry, he was like physically backing up farther and farther away until eventually, they're done with their transaction and he left. But yeah, and then the next day, Paul's channel was gone, struck down for whatever, and he had to go to the pimp channel. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it was a powerful night because it was all serendipitous. Talking about freedom of travel and then watching a guy just with no plates just get pulled over and then let go like that. They don't want that to be normalized. They don't want people seeing that, thinking it's like that. They want the fear. The fear is what paralyzes people, not faith. When you run in faith, you don't worry about the fear. Brian's going around here, wondering, oh, what if they pull me over? What if? No, you're supposed to be going around saying what I'm doing is there's nothing wrong. I'm not causing anyone injury or harm or anything. I'm not causing damage to the roads. Even if they pull me over, I know what I'm going to say and do. That's moving in faith.
Tribe, what would you do if you're in O'Shea's situation?
Well, I mean,
all right, I'm about to walk into the club, guys. So I'll probably.
I would watch. Yeah, I'll reserve it until later on.
Probably gonna hop off, and I might. I don't know. Or I might just.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. You don't have to hop. You can tell us about it tomorrow. You don't have to hop back on here. If you want to hop off, I can shut this down as well.
I'm just gonna try to figure out.
Obligated.
I'm gonna go in and check in with them and try to figure out how long before I go up and then decide. I'm still fucking around with you guys or just kind of.
Tribe, you're driving that Taurus, right? You're driving that Taurus and you get pulled over. What are you doing? How would you handle that situation?
Well, I mean, every situation's different. What is it getting pulled over for? If it got pulled over for violating, some kind of whatever, a local ordinance, custom, whatever that causes them concern reasonably, that's a different situation than if you're just getting roped up in a drag net because they didn't like a certain number that was on a metal plate on the back of your car. Like they had some kind of gematria fetish about certain numbers, and if it didn't match the numbers in their head, they go ape shit and come out with armed, cars and troops and radios and everything. Because oh my God, he's driving with the wrong numbers on his car. Get him.
Yeah, I was just saying,
like framing.
If you're in Brian's shoes, that situation we seen live on camera. I was just trying to see how would you handle it.
Well, I mean, it depends what state you're on or what municipality you're dealing with. You'd have to vary it. Some of them are ready to go hands-on. They want it. You could be in the middle of nowhere. They want to seize your property, do a civil asset forfeiture. Are you traveling with a lot of stuff? I don't know what he's got in there. It's his domicile too, in a way. First of all, you have to express that you are aware of your constitutionally protected rights, that they derive their authority from, and that you're going to invoke them right now because you feel like, there's reason to believe that not everyone here is being fully truthful in their representation of who they are. So before you can consent to any particular type of authority beyond what would be reasonably expected from anyone in the private with consensual stop, right? Which this is not, there's really no reason to be here right now. And when I see this and that, I mean, at this point, Brian's not driving under license. So just say, I'm not driving under license. I mean, the thing is, if you start making up stories, you're just kind of excusing yourself about jurisdiction and such, to say that you're part of their jurisdiction, but there's issues. The problem with as soon as you start making claims, you're, basically consenting to the genius of their record, which it's not. But if you don't say anything, then it stands. It's a presumption that stands because you didn't rebut it. And the judges are used to it, and the prosecutors are used to it, and everyone else is used to it. The other people standing in that room are used to it. So, you know, I mean, if you pipe up and say the emperor has no clothes, people look bewildered and they get resentful. You know, I had to pay that tax. You're going to pay it too. That's how the people are around you. So what do you do in that kind of thing is the real question. I know what to say to the side of the road incident. What do you do in the real world consequently?
I gotta weigh like 10 people.
There's 10 people in front of you?
Yeah, 3 minutes apiece.
Oh, damn it.
Half hour, huh?
You guys are pretty cool though. Okay, I guess I'll walk back to the car and drink some.
Is there a good audience?
Yeah, it's kind of like a packed house, dude. Legit club, low ceilings. Fuck, dude.
Nice, nice. Oh, you got to get in there and kill it.
Dude, I gotta have the attitude. I'm either gonna kill it or I'm gonna die. Gotta come back on my shield, dude. No fucking mediocre bullshit. I'm either getting kicked out of the club or asked to headline this weekend. One of the two.
Hey, Brian, just be cool, man. Always just be cool. You go up there and perform, play cool.
Shut up, you mediocre fuck. Did you hear anything I just said?
Yo, pussy, what is your problem, man? Why are you such a loser?
Just be nice up there, Brian. Just be cool. Just be.
Yeah, I try to give you some genuine advice, right? I'm trying to work with you, but you're just a fucking douche.
Directly after I say, yeah, I gotta be a savage up there. Either gotta slit their throats or fucking either gotta kill or die, right? I either gotta be murdered myself or get my throat slit. And you're like, yeah, just go up there and do your best and don't worry about it. Be very respectful.
Yeah, that's not what I said. Dude. You're a fucking kook, man. Like, you just want drama, dude. You're a fucking kook.
Fuck, dude. Work on your motivation techniques, dude.
Get right
So
with
what kind
JG.
We start off talking about JG.
Hey, Brian, what kind of crowd is in there? I mean, generally, what do you think they're kind of the tone, you know, their background? What kind of vibe you getting from that crowd?
Just walking in there for the split second. I mean, middle, upper class kind of white people. Because I'm in an arts district, so I don't know how many of them live around here. It's like kind of an artsy, downtown-y little district.
Oh, good.
So they just seemed like the middle-aged, youngish, 30s, 20s, 40s, sort of suburban.
Juicy.
Hey, Steve.
Fucking hate all of you, dude.
Juicy.
Yeah, that white boy's crazy as shit, man.
Took my picture at the parking lot, so if I don't come back, directly come back. I was like, I gotta go to the poker room get validation. I guess I was lying. Because they just implemented a new thing. That's what I was telling the dude. I'm like, okay, you just implemented this. Because literally, I've been going there for months and no problem. He's like, yeah, well, we got this brand new thing. I'm like, yeah, dude, you got a brand new thing. So how about I just drive away now, and then next time I'll validate it. You got this new system. And just being dickheads.
Yeah, but you know what? Brian, you got to play your celebrity better. Not your celibacy, your celebrity. You got to tell them, dude, listen, no, that's how my agent said. I'm Brian O'Shea. Talk to my agent about that. I got to go.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty funny, Trav.
Is Steven
I mean, it works for me.
over there?
I don't know.
Oh, Doyle
That looks like
Rule.
Mitch now.
Oh, Doyle Rule.
Of course.
What the fuck is that?
We know how these
Yeah, what's Doyle Rolls?
O'Shea rules.
Well, Doyle Rules is from some movie. What is it again, dude? The fat kid was a Doyle. He's a big bully, right? What was his name?
It was a douchebag like you from Billy Madison.
Are you saying I'm mean, JG? Am I being mean to you, Mr. Street person?
Dude, you're insufferable, man.
You know, I'm kind of interested to see if GS
Turn that shit off.
I'm suggestions because I am kind of enjoying the who is GS.
I'll second that.
I want to hear what Stephen David and Mitch are saying.
We're gonna have to.
So, I mean, look, I've heard that talk and entertain us, motherfucker. Dance, motherfucker.
I like when Brian
Every
confronts
fucking
Mitch.
time I leave, you guys put this bullshit back up.
Immediately, eternally as punishment. And
They figured out who's behind the voice changer. They already got tough body outline out of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Turn that shit off.
Oh, you fucking
I'm
react to
I'm
everything.
so freaking right now, Steven.
What are you
I'm
talking
right
about?
now. Say it. Say I'm right.
You and your Rolodex need to chill. The fact that you made a Rolodex.
Yeah, man,
about the fucking
that's
panel,
been a really dirty panel, man. It's
We're gonna drop
getting
GSM backstage
nasty
and end
there.
it pretty quick. It's either Toilet Bowl Earth or Paul.
It's not Paul because
I want to say
I don't think it's either of
I'm leaning. I'm leaning towards Toilet Bowl Earth as well.
It's like they're
This is what
stewing
I
in their
gotta
own
say real
juices
quick,
there.
guys. This is pretty good. You know, for the people that are watching and waiting, hating on Paul, I thought they would have known what the fuck is going on with that Jeremy guy by now, but they're way behind.
So now
get a quick laugh.
he's saying it's either TBE or Paul. Like every time they have some dude, you know how dead ass wrong they've been with all these fucking accusations lately? It's just like these motherfuckers are out of their fucking minds, dude. They just throw the wildest accusations out, dude. And they're just
How could it be
completely off target all the time. It shows they have no discernment.
Yeah, how could Paul, man? That's fucking retarded, man.
Yeah, on his own panel with himself, he's doing a voice changer somehow.
When he first came on, Paul thought it was fucking Tommy, dude. Like all the
all of us did.
It's Kim.
I don't feel so bad for thinking that one person was Rose 777.
Wait, thanks.
Someone
You
came up.
said it's-
Could we please not watch this? Who is this Steven guy? Why do you care if he interacts with Mitch?
Wait, Bex, you just said it's who?
Kim. I think it's Kim before the storm.
It's already been it's already been discovered. It was some dude. What was his name? Christos?
Fuck. It's 3 letters. Jeep said it earlier. I'm looking.
It's not Bogue P.
Yeah, we know it's not him, but it's a friend of Bogue P.
I don't know.
Dirty Ghetto Media or some shit.
Some Scooby Doo shit. I think it's Jeremy. I think it's just the
people
guys.
that
So
yeah.
I think it's anybody we know. I think the guy's been watching and he finally chimed in.
GSM.
No.
GSM.
Oh, GSM.
Yeah, so GSM's been around watching, and now he chimes in under some voice changer. It ain't Paul, it ain't Tommy, it ain't Kim.
Yeah, that was confirmed the other day, and unless it's some real elaborate shit.
You know, I'll probably be
And
doing
it's
the same thing a year from now. You know, I'll disappear for 6 months and come back doing this shit. Hi, this
So
is
you think
Michael.
I'm a meanie, JG?
My name's Michael. I've been watching for the last couple months. Brian O'Shea or Jackass.
Who's that an impression of? GSM? That was wild. He got caught in that lie. Like, what an idiot to use the same avatar that he uses. Like, he comes in with a voice changer, but then he uses the same avatar. That's so fucking stupid. And then when he was denying it, like he got totally caught up in that lie. Like, and like Paul said,
I think it's right that Jeremy's coming right at Benton. Benton sucks, man. I think it's awesome. That dude just lighting Benton up.
Benton, dude, maybe if you could find where Benton's going, it is obviously, they faked the arrest. Like, it's clearly they called their friends and paid them off. Like, dude, can you get any more like paranoid, delusional? Like, that's meth head level shit, dude. How orchestrate? Like, really? Oh yeah, just pull out the speakerphone and they just talk to anyone on a speakerphone, and I guess it's unusual, but like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah, Benton, that's just how he hates, man. That's what I noticed with the dude. That's just how he hates.
If you can't see it's fake, you're retarded.
Exactly. He'll start hating on you, and then he'll just start saying some nonsense like that.
Oh shit, my bad. Hold up.
Here and
no.
to a completely authentic interaction with policy enforcement that comes from a conviction in my heart and an understanding of the words and terms and how they apply, that the rest of the folks like witnessing this go, what is this? Is this real? Like when they see authenticity and reality and the law of the land, they don't know what to make of it. It's like we're in two worlds at this point.
When Benton gave that diatribe about, is this even real, bro? The translation is, I'm a fucking little inauthentic corporate beta bitch that pays my taxes, drives down the highway 12 hours a day, sits down, shuts the fuck up, puckers up just like Drew to policy enforcement, and lives my fucking meaningless existence for the next 20 or 30 years, knowing that I never stood for anything that was real or valuable. Because at the end of the day, I'm not real. I'm not valuable. I live this delusion in the back of my mind. I've been living a lie for the last 30 years that I grew up in Southeast Arkansas in 1989 or whatever. It's all bullshit. If he had to admit to the fact that his entire life, all these years, living on the street as a bum, working for that computer company, doing all that shit with his 2 wives, and it was all just bullshit, playing around, tossing around, he would literally have a meltdown right then and there and realize that he is just nothing more than an empty husk.
Dude, it's too bad he fucking got caught in that lie, dude. This guy's fucking fire, dude, when he talks.
Exactly.
Can you go to his channel and see what's going on there? Can we look at his channel?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna look up GSM.
Maybe he's gonna have that same stupid avatar, dude. What an asshole!
I have no idea what direction he's in, but him not being able to hear me is how he can tolerate this, and he can just watch it later. Oh, then you can leave. Look, Sterling. Then you can sit. Don't let the door hit you. Go back. Yeah, go back and act like you're Jack Talcott's friend while you're hating on him on Paul's, but you're both wrenched and stuffed up over there via fiat. You're garbage.
I got a feeling that he knew he heard Tom the whole time, but he's just acting like he doesn't hear Tom.
Oh, big drink tea. Have I not given you enough attention lately? That's a little backhanded coming from you, sir. I'm gonna backchat the Benton as if I'd say anything that I wouldn't.
I'm having trouble finding it.
Yeah, Tom, I can't hear you, Tom. I think he's just lying there, man. Hey, Jeremy, do
I know your YouTube name, channel name, chat name?
Maybe put Chalk Body Outline in there.
Audio settings are at wired headset.
It's very possible that you've interacted with me briefly in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to think who this is.
Okay, now I've backchatted that. Verily,
Really doesn't even matter
too
who it is.
late.
They see
Yeah,
the
for me.
optics for what they are. They see the truthio. That's what matters.
Have a
Is
great
Tommy
evening,
a panel
baby.
with us right now?
I'm just gonna do the old CBO tactic of Tommy's here. Guess I'll leave and openly say I'm doing it to encourage people to leave too. How'd that work out for CBO, sir?
What's up, bro?
No, I was just being retarded. I was getting confused with all the voices.
How'd that work
Yeah,
out?
these
for me?
guys
Still
are rather
lying on me
confused.
because I got them received.
I wonder if Tommy still wears thongs. Did you guys know that he wears female thongs?
PUBG, I don't know if Ben's working this thing out. I can hear him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna break out because I don't want to overtake his monologue thing. Maybe if I come back later, we can work the audio out. I just wanted to come in to tell him I'm station 33, all that jazz. A lot of people aren't getting it because they don't watch.
Tommy's been unbearable to listen to, though. He's right up there with that other character.
After the report, annual report,
dude.
they acquired
Page, O'Shea, they're insufferable.
driving me. And if anybody can type this to him, said my thing is I think they're gonna piss all the truck drivers off.
Yeah, the inflection's bad enough, and then he goes on his cussing rants, and it's just
now
like,
because of you guys, I'm gonna do my own stream on Elon.
Why would anyone want to listen
come
to
challenge
it?
me on my outlook of
See, here it
Elon
comes.
You off of JG? You mediocre fucking bitch. You middle riding, fucking never commit to nothing, drifting bum.
You're just dubbing me here, man. You're just fucking manipulating me here. That's all you got, man. You
fucking half-assed your whole life. Piece of shit. Trying to come at me.
How are you gonna say I half-assed my life when I got one of the best styles in skateboarding?
Yeah, but you never do not. No one knows your name.
You don't know my name.
Hey,
yeah, no one does. You're a nobody.
Hey, are you? He's no Jack Harlow.
I'm a nobody to you.
You know who Jack Harlow is?
Unfortunately, I do.
Okay, the greatest skateboarder of no time.
He's a sorry, lost, drifting soul, and he sees me getting a little shine, so he's got to try to fucking hate on me.
You're saying I'm
He's
lost?
a sad, pathetic creature.
You're saying I'm lost, man. It's the complete opposite. Out of all these people, I'm not lost. We got to compare. Am I really lost?
Just drifting along in the wind, mediocre as fuck.
That's
no
you.
one knows who the fuck you are.
That's you.
Great comeback.
I don't need validation, man. I know I'm not lost. If I was lost, I'd be fucking in your shoes doing dumb shit like you.
Yeah, about to get on a fucking comedy stage, pussy. At a legit club, packed out, pussy. I got no comeback for that, pussy.
Rules. O'Doyle rules.
Yeah, because you're getting fucking bullied on these online streets.
Right, I'm getting bullied, dude. You're just a drama fag, man. You're a diva drama fag.
Nah, you're just a bitch.
That's you.
Go towards your dreams instead of hate on me, ho.
That's what I'm doing, bitch. Like, are you blind? Are you retarded?
Well, yeah, what are your dreams? Hop the next train?
Optic would care a bunch of men. You're arguing and yelling at a bunch of men. You want to get like gangbanged or something. We need to just show up and gang fuck your ass, like in a positive, spiritual, metaphysical way.
Just because y'all saying gangbang.
Sly, you are creating an
Yeah. Let's go fuck JG.
That was a fire clip. I'm gonna find the exact point where Benton was going crazy because that was a little early where I was.
I think it's funny that O'Shea's call me a nobody. It's pretty hilarious.
Well, who are you then? Who are you? Somebody? They don't know your fucking name. They can remember you.
It's like
you don't do nothing.
Oh my god, I almost ended Benton's stream. This is the second time I've almost ended Benton's stream trying to leave. But don't forget to chat to him about the whole piss drivers off for self-driving.
Is this real?
And Tribe, I'll destroy you. Come see me, Tribe. Bring OTW and bring your daddy with you. I'll destroy you all.
Who's he talking to?
Oh, did Tom leave? Okay. Thanks for stopping by, sir. Good to see you. Apologies.
Live or something?
No,
Jeremy,
this
how many
is from a
times
couple days ago.
No, volume's all the way up.
Seen his head or something, huh?
Oh, man.
JG, it doesn't matter who he is. Just know he knows the truth on the optics. Doesn't matter who he is. He sees the optics. Wink, wink.
Big fan, sir. Big fan.
You don't gotta tell me shit, Snafu.
Tom, did you know that Lauren De Laguna was on Cal Live?
So JG still cool with the CBO crew?
Boogie 2988.
Cancer grifting fuck. Look at him.
I'm not quite sure who he is. And Grace and Ben Thorpe have appeared twice now. And
oh, the pedo optics. The Thorpe.
Like
Benton.
3.5.
I told you guys.
The live streams.
You know, last year, Drew was like, "Oh, look, you're a retard. You're friends with OTW. You're a moron." Huh? He came up on panel last night and he fucking cried.
Like, what are we gonna do at the 6-hour mark? Oh, I know. We'll stage a police interaction. You fucking tard.
Great smartphone. Now, every once in a while, you'll see
drivers off for self-driving.
Is this real?
And Tribe, I'll destroy you. Come see me, Tribe. Bring OTW and bring your dad.
Oh, I am a bitch, and I can't even stand up to a grandma.
Yeah, sorry, Tommy.
Hey,
Brian, are you still there?
Yeah, they were something else, man. When they were victiming together, saying some woman ran up on them because she rode up like a bit tipsy, maybe wanting to fuck some younger men. They were all like scared and put off. What does she want? You know, who is she? She almost hit me.
Oh yeah,
very bizarre.
Benton went back into his defensive mode. He was like, "Whoa, is this even real, bro?"
This guy's something else.
Nah, he sees the optics. He sees the video, but they were all acting like they were broadcasting, and he wouldn't even put the camera on her and shit. It was the most fucking cringe shit ever. And that's Benton shortly afterwards. Went on his way.
To interact with Fallen Slave through Brian O'Shea's cell phone.
Can you hear it in his voice just how triggered he is?
So I'm just not willing to accept that this is a thing that's happening.
They're trying to be somebody, but they're not.
I don't.
Wait, so Benton is now so Benton is now twisting narratives and trying to claim that we just staged all that. I staged Brian O'Shea coming up. I staged the officers. I staged it all. It's all staged because you can't do what I do on the fly, which is be a fucking man like apparently this guy knows, whoever he is. If he's lying right now, it's a great job because he's saying everything that I'm experiencing.
When Benton says what he just said about, "Whoa, bro, is this shit even real?" The translation is, I could never do fucking 1% of what Paul does on the streets, the real streets and the metaphorical streets of YouTube. I'm just a fucking weakling that has to beat around the bush about this fucking pseudo-intellectual bullshit like, oh, the Matrix, and I'm psychologically not in their system anymore as far as the paperwork is concerned, even though I'm not really to stand up to law enforcement or actually correct my status officially. That's what he's admitting. He's admitting that I'm not 1% of what Paul is.
Right, I take life too seriously. So we shouldn't take our life seriously. We shouldn't take our rights and freedom and personal choice to fucking
in control of it.
CHRISTOS.
And
we wouldn't know the whole interaction. It's not.
Are you familiar,
Paul?
And
hey, CHRISTOS, have you heard and then Brian, you know about this, the conspiracy that they've said that whole thing was staged, and that if you look closely, the second cop interacted, that was actually Flow State in costume. And then the other bald guy was actually John Vance. He came out of the woodworks. So they're testing us to see if we're paying attention. And yeah, John Vance was the bald cop that's all jolly and happy while they're waiting for the sergeant. And I'm trying to figure out who the sergeant was. But all these people are people that have been on Paul's panel before. It's like a big joke. It's an inside joke. Is that true?
Yo, that's crazy. That was hilarious. I forgot about John Vance. I know that Raz Van was in on it, but I didn't realize John Vance was too.
Yeah, look at this. We got the whole crew in there. Think about it. They couldn't afford central casting, so they went to the YouTube streams and recruit them, get the talent pool, if that's what you want to call it. I'd say maybe it's from the shallow end, but nevertheless.
Fucking Razvan's money. Razvan's making tons of money off crypto and stocks. Dude's caking it.
So he's overseas. He wouldn't have been in the production. It would have cost too much to get him here, and like you said, he's doing too well, so it wouldn't be him. But definitely the flow state definitely needs the money. He would have done it. They stuck the beanie on him so you couldn't quite tell it's him. John Vance, he hasn't been around for so long, and he definitely ain't got nothing going on. So I could see him taking the money to do it. Who else was in there? Come on, Brian, help us out here. We just pulled the cover on you. We know. Is he still here?
No, he left. So hopefully he'll be back before I end the stream soon, because I know I said that like an hour ago. But I figured at this point we're just gonna wait till he got on stage, or I mean after. But he didn't even confirm if he was gonna come back after he did his set.
Hey, when I said I have one of the best styles in skateboarding, I was kind of just bullshitting there. I have a good style on a skateboard, but I was just kind of fucking with Brian there.
Yeah. No worries.
Well,
I
you know,
a little bit.
According to who? You know, who knows?
Brian thinks I'm a nobody, right? But it's just funny to me, man.
No, you're definitely somebody. I've seen the videos.
I'm somebody, but I'm not a sellout. Like you see how Paul is? How Paul's like a fucking nonconformist. I'm basically a nonconformist black sheep of skateboarding.
Cool. So you got some good content too, you said, right? On your channel?
Yeah, I mean, I've shot photos. I've had, when I was younger, I was getting free stuff. I was skating with professionals I idolized growing up, and I became friends with them. And you start to get a name for yourself. I had footage in different videos. I had a video part, but I don't know. I didn't make it big like Rob Dyrdek, but that's not the goal. See, that's taking that Rob Dyrdek route is not the route to take.
Yeah, hey, big ups to that.
But Tribe, I'm basically just a soul skater, man. I'm just an underground skater. That's how it is.
Cool, man. I mean, I'm there past the half century mark. So, skateboarding was kind of a new thing. It wasn't even an Olympic sport when I was growing up. It was just we skateboarded around the blocks and stuff. There's a few people that are in it a little bit more than others, But, yeah, I guess you could say that the culture as it developed, I remember seeing some videos of this stuff because they would ride in all the places you're not supposed to ride skateboards, but were cool as shit. And that was before they did the what we call it, the hostile architecture that prevented you from riding your skateboard down the stairs.
Yeah.
In the early days, it was insane because these skateboarders from my day, they were just skateboard around. They never did that kind of stuff. But once they got to that, the extreme level of it, because it evolved to that. They took advantage of all that architecture that was still around. Now it's all gone for the most part.
And the funny thing is, the guy who came up with skate stoppers, which are like metal, metal pieces on ledges to stop it from grinding. That guy was actually a skateboarder. I think he was a professional skateboarder. He came up with that design, and that dude made tons of money.
What a sellout! Talking about sellouts.
Wow.
Dude, that's spit on his grave every year. That's fucked up.
I think he's still alive.
The sad thing is that they're still doing this kind of hostile architecture all over the place, especially in the cities. You know what I mean? And some is just downright, disgusting, especially in the cesspools like New York City. They've come up with some really devious types of benches and easements and stuff. It's just disgusting. Anyways,
well, it's all cheap architecture. Everything's minimalism now. Everything they make is just real cheap and easy to make.
Well, this shit's expensive. I mean, considering the old stuff was a lot cheaper. A straight up bench is easier than this ridiculous shapes and like waves and stuff they put into it. So it's like doesn't even have a flat surface, so nothing's even comfortable. And it's gridded up in such a way so like you couldn't use a skateboard over it either. You'd get in the grooves and get all messed up. So it's Yeah, it's just stupid stuff that they spend so much time with such complex math and engineering to come up with things that are just going to be uncomfortable and hostile to the people that it's supposed to serve. It's just such an, misuse of the funds that they're given to do this in the public interest, and nobody wants to call them on it because everybody's so ignorant to such simple concepts as aesthetics. Like, why do you plant trees on the sidewalk, in certain areas, not in the middle of the median where cars drive? It's like architectural band-aids for the bad designs they have all around us. We think sticking nature band-aids here and there is going to make a difference. Stick some grass in a fucking strip next to a sidewalk. Never mind the sidewalk's 2 inches from the road where they could get killed if they swerved a little bit.
True.
Well, see, the decorum is done, man. Like art, architecture, it's done. They don't give a shit about it anymore.
No, you know what it is? It's a corporatism of it, because you got architects that are sitting there in the boardroom and they get a deadline, and it comes down to the fact that if they don't have the stuff ready in time, they're going to get fired. So they put out a shitty ass design. They say fuck it, and they turn it in, and it gets built.
Yeah, I mean everything, dude. All these brick fucking condos you see. I mean, they got it down pat now. They're using the same materials, cheap materials. It's quick and easy. So they're just getting it down pat to where it's like, architecture is a thing of the past. They don't even give a shit about, cool architecture.
It's called design is the thing of the past. Good design.
Yeah.
Because it's being regurgitated, the same certain kinds of architecture out of context.
Yeah.
They built a big ass hotel down here, and they didn't put enough fill in beforehand. They didn't do the right ground tests and stuff. I can't believe they even were able to do it. They jacked up this fucking huge hotel and fucking put more fill in there and did whatever they had to do to stabilize it. And what a fuck up from bad math. So yeah,
communicate with people effectively to get your ends met. That's not insanely abrasive. If you're communicating in a self-indulgent, douchey way, you're actually not keeping it real. You're not communicating an
I'm
objective.
just doing this real quick because Smith is over there.
Hi, Smith.
Okay. Well, that was weird how you waited until I was off panel until you wanted to say.
Oh, dude, Smith is the funniest dude, man.
Magic, I get it. Black magic faked something.
Yeah, I could do the same thing you could do. You have a magician, so do
Smith,
I.
do you have any thoughts on what the fuck I just said?
Here we go.
I clicked the link because I heard you say my name. You said something about being douchey or something. So please explain it, because I'm here.
No, Flo's douchey.
But I'm here now.
I was talking about you, not to you.
I'm not listening. I dropped out of your chat about 5 different times tonight. I
Oh,
wasn't
dude's a
listening.
character, man.
I'm here now. You want to say something to me?
What we were
Or you
saying,
wanna throw me
so
backstage?
No, I was.
Game, or are you going to talk to me?
It's a Smith. This is not a power game. I obviously have the power here. Why would I play a power game with you?
Because it's my channel.
I was talking about you, not to you, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're like gossiping.
Yeah.
If you want to see it that way, that's fine.
Okay, so what do you got to say?
I changed the meta. Even with Paul's people, they understand that being a douchebag doesn't fly because no one's listening to them that long.
Look at Hank, he's a rainbow wizard. So what do you got to say, Flo? I'm being too.
Oh, I've already said it. And I wasn't actually talking to you. I was just talking about you. You can jump back and rewind it if you want to know.
Well, no, I heard what you said. You said something about I was being douchey because I wasn't.
Okay, so you just. What was the point in asking a question if you already know the answer?
When I jumped on your panel the other night before Chuck interrupted because he was jealous, you had 38 viewers. When I left, you had over 50.
Cynthia, this is making me hate white guys too.
Yeah,
bro. Like seriously, I don't understand. I just don't understand some mindsets. But whatever.
My Flo was saying
You
that
ain't
the
black,
officer snap
Cynthia.
is over, and I ended it with my black magic, Smith. The officer snaps is interrupted.
So Sarah, how's?
Oh
shit!
I killed it.
Christos, Joe
Show
Biden.
it to us.
Oh,
Show us
God.
your.
Black magic, and there's nothing you can do about it except.
Cynthia is the anti-comedian.
Yeah, we have the cards.
Cynthia Smith, man.
Flo, you need to do a poll. How many people had it?
She literally has out of phase timing. Her timing undoes everything. It makes the way she interjects. It makes a funny moment stupid.
hang out with a bunch of
She could ruin a wet dream just by showing up.
This is the result of drugs. That he's
No, this is booze. This is booze.
Is it,
Yeah, it's booze.
yeah, the non-hateful. He just has about this dark vibe that comes with him everywhere, and it's just weird.
Yeah.
I guess Steve's here is his buddy.
It's because he's not living up to God's word.
But I don't understand. Like, he enjoys bringing the hate. Like, he feeds off of it. That's what's I don't understand.
Yeah, see, listen to that cringe in the voice.
He can't live up to God's word.
No matter how much you try to be nice to him, he's always going to make it heavy.
I know.
Yeah. Then we had the cards. We had the cards.
Yeah, she's one of the most disingenuous people out here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can't see any way on earth that anything is appealing about her. She tries ways that are just so mechanical, yet she misplaces them and mistimes them in such a way to make them even more disingenuous and inauthentic, to the point of her being almost like purposeful failure and ignorance, willfully, and to the extent to make it like the repetition of it brings her into such a low pitch of excellence that she reaches new depths of pathetic pitifulness of humanity, and she's able to manifest it somehow online, which is about her only credit I could give her.
She really is a beta female. Like, if you think of a beta female, Cynthia, she's the epitome of a beta.
It's almost worse than that. She's like a destructive, there's like interferences, there's constructive and destructive interference. And she's definitely in the one of destructive interference in any type of positive vibe or frequency, The only where she can amplify is something of negativity, but it's of a deepening trend of depthness of sewerness, if that's a word.
Sewerness.
I mean, and there's more to the world than a basketball and basketball players.
Chuck in Tennessee, man.
I will say his 248 year thing, the anniversary is spot on. That's this summer. I have that at the end of Biden's reign.
I feel like that chamber was unlocked
That's just coincidences you can connect all together.
Yeah,
if anybody on the panel or over on Rumble would like to contribute to the poll,
and then he doesn't have to work.
Who's live without beer?
This is working.
It's O'Hara.
That's your husband.
Hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Smitty, he is hosting the panel. That's work.
Oh, cool, bro. Cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
That's just like the right row, like evil above, evil below, and
Hey,
evil in the
you gotta give people nightmares.
You want to know what's funny about these cards? Is it's a hero's journey. It's what it is. It's a hero's journey. It's a hero's journey.
It's gay sex magic. Is what?
What? They have cards for that? Oh, what does that card mean to do?
Oh, you don't want to know, Cynthia.
Sarah, I want to hear more about the hero's journey, because this kind of plays into what we were talking about with Jack the other day on
Cynthia's thinking about the Oreo journey.
Sarah, I'll break it down. Basically, Promo Planet was saying that the reason people like Jack is because we're invested. What's going to happen to Jack? Where's he going to live?
No one.
Okay.
She's like, where's the Oreos?
Whereas other content creators who are already quote unquote they're successful, well, story over. But whereas Jack's were invested in the hero story. Where's he going? What's gonna happen? We all want to see.
No, we don't.
Double stuff.
No, not yet. He is today on his show. He was talking about how many
I
days
do.
felt like he had to get out.
But Cynthia, I got a problem with his approach.
Yeah,
he made an honorable agreement with these gentlemen.
Oh my
last
gosh,
year.
Chuck! My gosh, Chuck! I'm glad you're not God. You are so judgy. You are so judgy. You have something. Let that man live, man.
I guess that'd be funny.
Like telling him it's okay to squat.
I'm not saying it's okay. It's okay to squat. He's obviously in a desperate situation, and I'm not nobody to place another rock on him. I don't care if y'all think that's the new truther, and that's how come white guys like Steve over here don't like him. I don't care if other people feel like it's delusional, and I'm just making it worse for him, bro.
You just imagine the random person saying what she's saying. It is funny.
Making those type statements, Chuck. That's your brother. That's your brother on the metaverse. That's your brother in the military. That's your brother in recovery. What are you doing right now?
Still sucks, man.
Shout out to Smith for never shutting up. You can like freaking bottle this energy this guy has. We're fucking selling it for
He's-
one
he's
bottle
related.
with my half.
He-
But no,
he's one of-
seriously, and I know you probably, I get it. It's
Hold on,
easy
before
to
you
sit on
keep
the outside looking in.
keep scolding Chuck, let me do the results. 23 voted. Have you ever had a friend like Smith? 65% said God no. 21% said Smith is my friend. 13% said yes, I used to drink a lot too. 0% said yes, but not booze related.
Don't care.
Wow.
So,
if you've never had a friend like Smith, you have not lived enough.
I
actually kind of agree with that. I've had friends like Smith, but I got a fake ID when I was 15. Like booze
Yeah.
was my life through like high school and college.
Yes. So I want to talk about Jack Talcott real quick.
I did. That's what I think.
I'm a fan.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I want to talk about Jack Talcott real quick.
Me
So
too.
I like watching Jack Talcott because he's like the person who went to the psychotherapist and did everything they told him to do.
You guys ever have
And
a
I
friend
just
like
want to
Hank?
enjoy one-
Hopefully not.
Fucking Hank wins again. Damn it.
You're invested in the story. You're invested in the story. Hero's journey. In your case, it's a horrible journey. Mitch, what intrigues you about Jack?
Well, no, like why I think what intrigues me about Jack is his enablers. But essentially because you guys are destroying Jack. But what's desperate about his situation is what I really wanted to ask. He claimed he's in a desperate situation. Okay, well that's not desperate.
his own doing.
I love how they.
Where's Brian when we need him?
Okay, so his living quarters will be changing, and he's
So he's
unaware
known
of
for
where
a year that he needs to move.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about
You're
Brian.
not desperate about that. That's irresponsible and lazy, careless. Nothing desperate
Someone should
about
tell
it.
Mitch that in a world of full, of true and massive evil, that there's nothing anyone should be spending their time on. He's so concerned with what everybody else is
Have
doing.
you done this? And he said no, and no.
True.
And no. So that's
I
so when
see
y'all
that.
talk
It
to him
doesn't matter to me.
He gets zero done outside of complaining about everybody else should do this and everybody else should do that.
He's in a desperate
You know?
situation, and we need to be nice to him.
I'm not saying you need to do anything. I'm saying what I choose to do.
Yeah,
That's what I choose to do. You choose
You're
to
right.
do
You
whatever
didn't
you
say you
want
needed to, but you're condemning him for not being nice to him like you are.
No, I'm not saying anything. If you feel that has nothing to do with me, I'm telling you what I'm choosing and why I
You told
choose
him
to.
to be nice or give him a break. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
those
I
two
don't know.
together, I'd like to see her in his truck, except I don't know if the suspension would handle it,
I
and
just
all the
don't believe
crap
when
he's got in
people
there.
are down, regardless if he's down
He's
because
not
he
down.
chose to
He's
stay
not down.
Maybe not losing
He's
your
had a
home.
better life than
That's
most
down to
anyone.
me.
Yeah, like he's had a
I
really,
guess the new world order
really
truthers
comfortable,
who lose
really
a
good
home
life.
is considered down.
Jeez.
He's not down. He's not a victim.
I
He's
know.
not
Just
desperate.
to the new world home truthers.
The only reason why he would be hopeless is because people like you are enabling him to not.
How
have
am I
to take any
enabling him
action.
by saying what? Stay in the house. Have you ever heard me say that to him?
No, by standing around acting like he's a victim.
No. How is that enabling him? No, I have not
Encourage.
done.
You
have
give
not
him.
offered
You
to pay
get
a bill. I
Cynthia
don't give him
respectfully.
money.
Respectfully,
I don't
Cynthia.
give
You
him
give
money.
him the.
I don't
It's
mind
like
when you
watching
receive
two pigeons
come out of
playing
your mouth when it
checkers.
comes to me. Let's get that understood. You can
Fine.
kick that word right
All
out.
right,
Sitting around
fine.
playing
You
alone,
don't have to.
you're
All right.
fucking
Shut up. So what I'm
playing-
saying is I
playing
don't
alone
do
in the
anything
game.
to enable him. I do stuff to support him that y'all may not agree with, but I don't enable him. I don't talk to him on the phone. I don't send him encouraging text messages.
So if you're
I'm
doing
a
stuff
part
to
of his
support him,
member
then
game,
that,
but I
how
don't
is that
send
not
him that.
enabling? If you're doing stuff to support him, how are you not enabling
JG
him?
left.
I'm not doing
Salute
any of that is
JG.
what I'm saying. Other
You're
than
not doing
being
any
a
of
part of
what?
I
his
think
mental,
so.
Say you did anything specifically. Doing anything, any of what?
how am I? I'm asking, how am I enabling him? I'm saying I'm not
Because
doing these
he's
things.
a grown man. He's had the last year to prepare for this day that's coming. And you're sitting up here acting like he's a victim of a hopeless situation and ridicule and bullying.
No, I didn't act like he's a victim. I'm saying he's in a depression, and it's going to do no good to
You did
bear
act like he's a
something else
victim.
on him.
You said he's in the hardest times of dark
Fuck his
place, or
depression.
what the fuck ever. Be nice
Fuck
to him.
his depression. Who
Oh
cares
my
about his
gosh,
fucking
y'all are
depression?
horrible. I'm sorry.
Who
I don't
cares
think
about
like
his
that.
depression? He's
I
had.
don't
Can we
think
get
like
back to
that.
the
I
Oreos? Cynthia is
don't
thinking.
think
overcome
like
that
that. I don't
depression.
judge people
He's
like
had
that.
all of the time
I
that
know
he
I have a
needs.
judging heart. I
Then
don't
are
have a
you
judging
giving him
heart.
money? Are you giving him money to enable
No.
this problem? Because
No.
it is a problem.
Did you not just listen, white boy? I said I don't give him other than the membership game. I invest in
You're
his
not
business.
funding
Oh,
his
that-
problem.
Bless it.
goalpost.
You are not starting this
Everybody,
problem.
everybody
You are
who's a
just
member,
a sideline.
everybody who's a
You
member,
are just somebody on the
rotate
sidelines.
undo
You are
your
just somebody on
membership
the
because we're not
sidelines.
going to
Nobody cares
enable
about
flow,
you.
right?
You
Is
have
that what
no
you're saying?
invested.
Shut up. You just want to argue with a Mexican and go back and tell the boys at the rally you got you one. Shut up.
Mexico's not your
I'm
territory.
sorry that you feel that way, but I'm sorry that you feel that way about
Because
me.
he's such
But
a
I'm
good
not going
man.
to
Is
change my
Flo
stance on it. I'm
is
not
Flo
going to
doing a $300,000
And I
fundraiser
respect
because he's
and
such a
honestly,
good
I
man?
would do the same thing for you. Honestly, I would do the same. If somebody was up
It's
there arguing
emotional
with you, I would
jerking
let
off
them
that you're
rock out.
doing,
I would let
Cynthia.
you
You
rock
don't do
out,
anything of
and I
value.
would do it before I would let them do it to you. I would let
You would
get
rather
hurt.
let Jack go
Shut
homeless
up.
than
I'm not
actually
even
provide
listening
value.
to anything you say. Oh my gosh. Don't you have a white
Cares
people
if
iron?
she goes
Shut up.
homeless. She just
All
wants
I'm
to be
saying is,
perceived as the one
you
that's
feel
nice
that
to
way. You're
him,
not changing my
right?
opinion. You're not
Oh,
changing
I'm
my. I'm
nice
not
to him.
changing. I'm not
That's
changing.
why you're
Y'all are
in
having a
competition. That's why you
conversation.
talk
You
over
realize you
everyone.
know each other, right?
Poor Jack, man.
Oh my God, is he still talking?
Hey. Just you and me, Flo.
What are we gonna do with these motherfuckers?
Let's kill him.
Why do they give Jack such a hard time, man?
Sledgehammer.
I was just gonna go for the pew pew.
Oh my God, you're so negative.
One less negative person on this earth.
That's too easy. Let's make some fun.
Should we bring them back up, or do you think it's been enough to cool off time?
I mean, I could explain why no one can talk to each other right now.
Go for it, please. Let's do that.
Well, first of all, astronomically, Mercury, which is the god of communication, is in Pisces, which means.
What are the two signs under Mercury?
Are you still there,
Gemini
Christos?
And
I think it's Virgo and Gemini.
I'm a Gemini rising and an Aries moon.
No, I was saying that they're all being very vicious towards Jack in a time where he could, if it's real what he's going through there, that there should be some type of, working towards keeping him where he is, man. That's just, who wants to see anyone ejected from their domicile? That's just vicious intent in their hearts to be doing have that kind of thing. Regardless of what I think about Jack, I don't want to see him lose his house. I'll make all the jokes in the world about the guy, but when it comes down to it, just like I'm sure same with Wizard, same with Paul, anyone would help him out if he asked you. But you can't help those that don't want to help themselves. So, in that situation, it's what it is. But at the same time, you don't want to gloat at that kind of stupid decision if he's going to do it. The best thing you can do is at least help where you can, and if you can't do that, then that's all you can do.
Yeah, it's like over at Paul's the past couple of days, we weren't worrying about Jack. We were just doing our thing, whereas, Paul was doing the Talcadian experience leading up to this, but as it really gets down to it, we're trusting him to do what he's going to do at this point. Whereas now there's this whole panel that's making him the controversy, where it's like, we had enough time to do that already to make him content at this point. So I know what you're saying for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, in a way, it's just kind of, to me, it's kind of crossing the line of respect in a way, because, now you're getting down to the nitty-gritty of stuff, so it's, yeah, anyways, it just shows the weakness of these people to dwell on something of such a matter like that with such a callousness and short-sightedness like this.
Yeah.
And it's, it only goes to show their own fear of their own inadequacy of dealing with something like this is what it's really telling us. Because we know that, and I know you're pretty young, but you're already getting wise beyond your years. And the things you're going to see and experience through what you're seeing here is going to guide you to your discovery of what the truth really is. The truth isn't something that you're going to read or find out about. The truth is going to be found by learning things and then unlearning the ones that weren't true, and then keeping on the things that really are that touch into those ultimate truths. Everything else is just, partial parts of it, but it takes that experience of living to really get to that. And that's, I guess you could call wisdom. We all hope to achieve some level of that to some degree.
Thanks, Tribe. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting ahead of things a lot by being in this community that I've come across. Yeah. What's up, JG?
Yo, I'm back.
I'm hoping Brian comes back. I'll give it like a couple more minutes, but if not, I am going to shut down here soon, even though I am keeping a strong 10 to 12 people.
He's gonna call me a nobody again, man. That's you. That's you.
Yeah, we were kind of waiting on Brian because he said he might even give us a live presentation of it while he does it, which would be a real treat. And it's worth staying up for, so what the heck. But not all night. So.
5 more minutes.
Yeah.
It should be done, but it's definitely been like 40 minutes at this point, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I'm gonna let this play a couple more minutes because I want to hear Benton talk his shit, but go ahead.
Cool deal. All right, we'll wrap it up after that if Brian doesn't come back, but let's keep our eyes out for Brian.
All right.
My extensive experience with the Popo leads me to believe that there's no fucking way a cop who's attempting to maintain control of a scene is going to bother to talk to someone.
Right, there you go. In your extensive bitch-ass ways and life and experience, you can't figure out that what just happened is completely authentic and organic. Whatever Al Bundy would say, whatever Al Bundy would say on a sitcom is what his excuse is going to be.
And this motherfucker wants to pretend that this is all fake when his grandfather literally threw for 303 in an NFL game. Okay.
This is him riding your clout on the story, though. That's what it is. He has no content.
Right, but it also reveals that him and others are constantly watching me and feeling something and then setting narratives on what happened. So it was an elaborate bit. We just hired the cops. We were sitting around going, what are we going to do for the next broadcast? 8 hours in or 6 hours in. Like, what are we going to do at the 6 hour mark? Oh, I know. We'll stage a police interaction. You fucking tard.
Through a smartphone. Now, every once in a while, you'll see them briefly. Like, I watch a lot of, body cam videos, and every once in a while, a cop will talk to somebody on an actual phone call. But
you should see me at court, slave. You'd shit your pants.
To the point, generally.
I think it says more about their scheming ways.
And what the officer is attempting to do. Like,
yeah, if he thinks that was an exciting, interesting performance, he should see me at court, right?
Cage homes you see in good old Hong Kong.
Hey, truth be told, Flow State and John Vance aren't actors, so if they did hire them, you could say they're not hired actors. They're hired goofballs, but they're not hired actors. So, there is a lot of plausible deniability in this whole thing there. It could have all been cleverly staged with these characters here, and it's meant on purpose to see how aware we are if we're paying attention to them and recognize them. Because even John Vance, he can't keep that stupid smile off his face the whole time. That shit-eating grin that he always have on panel with Paul when he's grilling about his stupid beliefs. So yeah, that was interesting to think about in that context. But maybe it's just me that sees it. So I'll yield.
Thanks, Trav.
See the goat at the beginning of I Goat, the Helio font video, and you're going to be saying, it didn't matter. The paperwork didn't matter.
Hey, I guarantee you guys know that's a catfish granny panty old bitch, though. It ain't the picture. I guarantee that's a catfish in that account. Ain't no one. I guarantee.
And we move on with our life. That's been the rap the whole time.
Dude, that's not the first time you've showed shit or people have called in and showed the interaction either. Benton's fucking making narratives up.
Yeah, we've done that a dozen times already, at least. So what did I set them all up? Is it all a setup?
Benton's rebuttal to that will be that some bullshit about, I lived on the streets for the greater part of half a decade or a decade, and I have higher testosterone than you, and my grandfather played in the NFL and threw for 303 yards in a game.
Basically, whatever Al Bundy would say. Whatever Al Bundy would say on a sitcom is what his excuse is going to be.
And this motherfucker wants to pretend that this is all fake when his grandfather literally threw for 303 in an NFL game.
Okay. This is him riding your clout on the story, though. That's what it is. He has no content.
Right, it also reveals that him and others are constantly watching me and feeling something and then setting narratives on what happened. So it was an elaborate bit. We just hired the cops. We were sitting around going, what are we going to do for the next broadcast? 8 hours in or 6 hours in. Like, what are we going to do at the 6 hour mark? Oh, I know. We'll stage a police interaction. You fucking tard.
Right, smartphone. Now, every once in a while, you'll see them briefly. Like, I watch a lot of, body cam videos, and every once in a while, a cop will talk to somebody on an actual phone call, but
You
it's
should
usually
see me in
pretty
a court,
fucking short.
slave. You'd shit your
To the
pants.
point, generally.
Pause that shit.
I think it says more.
I just got off stage. I fucking riffed it. I got away from the one-liners. Been getting some laughs. The crowd, most of the crowd left by the time I went up, though. It was booming when I fucking first walked in. But then by the time I got on the stage, it was fucking most of the crowd left. But dude, I'm wild. The security told me, dude. The guy that was telling me if I'm all right, if I'm gonna go, you know. I told him I'm gonna go harder. He's like, "You're out of control, bro." I just went wild up in there, dude.
Nice. Did you record it?
Yep.
Nice.
So you guys are listening to Benton?
No, we were waiting for you. We were waiting for you.
That's dope, Brian. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah. Now I think I'm gonna go to another spot, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Then I'm gonna go to the tent. I love sleeping in a tent, dude.
Hey, Brian, I just got a brand new tent, man. After 12 years, my other tent. Last time I was camping, it rained a little bit. A couple drops of water came through because it's just 12 years old, but it's good condition. I keep it in good condition, but it was done. So I just tossed it when I left, and I just got the new one there. I'm gonna be camping soon. So
yeah,
can't wait.
I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go work on my GPS. I'll be right back.
All right. I love tent camping. Tent camping is it's super fun. A lot cleaner than a hotel room.
I need to go camping for real. Yeah, I feel that.
You know, Talcott Clips Collection's gonna do something with Jeremy, something hilarious, man.
He needs to do something with the traffic stop and put Flow State and John Vance in it.
Do you full screen that? Why am I
starring Flow State and John Vance?
John Vance. That's a name.
Dude, the bald cop that came up to you with the jolly face and the funny look, that shit-eating grin, that guy, I swear he looks like John Vance.
Whatever happened to that Jack Harlow kid?
Well, I don't know. He was a little bit off the rocker, kind of like the snafu thing, except just a little more low key. And I guess he said stuff with a little bit more richer content. See, snafu could just repeat himself over and over, and you never have to worry about it getting out of hand. It's very predictable. Jack Harlow was a little bit more erratic. Sometimes he'd get off and say some whack stuff, if you know what I mean. I mean, really whack. So I guess that element probably gave him. What's that?
Is he still alive?
Yeah. He reached out. It's not really, he's going to have to find some other B-roll to star in, I guess, because I don't think Paul makes him a little anxious there, I think, on the panel there.
He's shook. He ain't ready. The Navy didn't prepare him for this.
Whatever it was some strange stuff, I mean, he did claim he went past the international date line, and you know what happens when you do that in the Navy, right?
Yeah, wait, I forget. What'd you call it? The international what?
Date line.
'Cause I think I know what you're talking about with the ritual or whatever it is.
Yeah. There's a certain ritual. It involves a grease gun.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I've heard some twisted stuff.
It's pretty
about
twisted.
If they pass a certain points or some shit out there. I didn't know if that's what you're talking about. I didn't recognize some of the wordage you were using.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good thing to talk about, but nevertheless, I'm sure it left a mark and stuff. I mean, some people probably take it really hard, if you know what I mean. But
yeah, damn. Okay, that would make sense. Yeah, he did seem like some type of. He had something going on. That would make sense. It could be from the Navy time, maybe.
Some of the rituals.
Don't you guys think it's pretty cool that ever since my arrest, I haven't been gone to my old one-liners, been actually taking risks, not giving a fuck? Like I was talking to Paul earlier. That's what he mentioned.
Gay, good for you, Brian.
It's a domino effect. Yeah, it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
I can see you getting more momentum.
The not giving a fuck, right? I guess maybe before I got arrested, I used to give a fuck about a lot of things, huh? Too much.
No, you know what it is? Hey, Brian, that's your true spirit, and now you're finally manifesting it. Because let me tell you what, it's in a way I'm kind of endeared to you because you helped bring me about with that fuck it attitude to help me get out and do a lot more in my life too. So it's an empowering thought, and it comes from your unique spirit, and now you're manifesting it for yourself. That's a good thing. So keep it up.
All the way.
Yeah, because now it's like these shitty spots. I could go even more wild. So it's like I say, oh, this is a shitty thing, but that's like I could go more wild. I could go more outside the box. But it's weird. It's like you think you're going way outside the box. Like right now, I was just doing some Mormon shit with these white bitches about anal and hovering and shit, and they were fucking dying. Like they were. I thought they were gonna be all uptight about it and shit, but they were fucking laughing way more. I was like making fun of them laughing. I was like, ho 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 ho, anal hover. Because you know how like Mormons like hover. Are you guys familiar with that? It's like you don't thrust, you just sort of hover. Some sort of technique to get around saying you're fucking. You just stick it in and just kind of float on them and shit.
I've heard of some goofy stuff like
and
that.
lots of anal. They do anal instead. They get around. They skirt the fucking. They skirt the fucking. Dope. It's like loopholes. They get to maintain their innocence. Yeah, this big black security guard's like, "You're wild, dude." I'm like, you ain't seen nothing yet, motherfucker. Nah, I just kind of giggled it off, like, hee hee hee. I know. I said, he's a big, strong, handsome motherfucker, dude. Like, I might be big.
There's just something about a powerful man, like Benton said.
I was fucking with people, dude. I was talking about how there's overly masculine women and beta dudes. Like, some of my shit's just, I'm not even joking. I'm just saying shit. But to these people, it's like wild. And I gotta figure out some way to make it funny. But I just point shit out at first.
We were just talking about beta females like Cynthia before you came back.
Just in time.
Breaking down the psychology. Yeah.
Excellent. Going into another club?
Looks like it.
Thank you. Oh, man. Sorry, Christos. You're stuck up, man. You're going to be up for a while tonight.
Oh, once he's done here, I'm shutting down.
I know. I got to get out of here, too. But, it's the moment.
They're scheming ways.
Yeah, if he thinks that was an exciting, interesting performance, he should see me at court, right? When they actually start running in circles and wondering what they're going to do, because I'm onto them. They just can't imagine a life lived like how I'm living it. They got to accuse me of setting things up. Imagine if you just lived that way and spoke that way and had that much power and ability to move people in the situation, unless they're completely soulless and soul broken, like the last guy was. Obviously.
It's disgusting though when this guy knows nothing about nothing. He ain't no hood. He ain't no nothing, and he's trying to make narratives up. Like you said,
I walk around at 2 a.m. on Kansas, and I yell at drug addicts. All right, I know.
The fact that he's lying and saying, "Oh, our cops never interact this way." This motherfucker, dude, are you serious? Not only have you shown cops to interact that way multiple times on your channel.
But this guy's right to the money, Snafu. It's just another subconscious reveal, like I talk about all the time. He's basically saying there's no way I could be like Paul Enslaved or do what he does.
Christos, you gotta look up Benton's YouTube channel. He's got a short on there. It's fucking hilarious, man.
All right.
He goes up to a guy. Oh, dude, it's
gonna be a minute before I get on stage. It's fucking like 15 people ahead of me or some shit. Then I gotta go drive to the tent. Dude, what the fuck, man? It's gonna be a late night, dude.
Damn.
It's one of Benton's shorts. What's his name shared it? I think CBO shared it, but it's fucking hilarious, man. Benton's a fucking jerk off.
I need to find his channel. Normally I could just put in Benton and it would come up.
Hey JJ, I just rocked out a legit comedy club. How you feel about that?
You think I'm hating on you? Like,
Yeah,
you
I
think
do.
I'm yeah, all right, you're in your head then. Good for you, man.
Doyle sucks. What a piece of shit you are, dude. Put your camera on.
Good job, Brian. Keep doing good, man. Keep mastering your craft.
Fuck. Can you have some more excitement when you do that?
Yeah, see, it's what you want, man. You want people to like fucking suck your cock, man. Like I gotta gas you up. Fucking, I'm not gonna gas you up and kiss your ass, man. Get the fuck out of here.
See? There it is. That's what I wanted.
That's right, man.
I want
You
you
know,
to be a bigger fan, man. I want some emotion. Man, fuck your wants. Just do good.
Good? No. Good is for mediocre dickheads.
that's right. The comedian must master jokes, just as the fisherman must masturbate.
You're an asshole, Tribe. You're a blockhead.
Tribe's funnier than you, and he's not even trying.
Dude, hey, you gotta use my comedian joke that two cannibals are eating a comedian. One said the other, does this taste funny to you?
Yeah, Christos, this is the video, man. It's gold.
Oh, that was it. Did y'all hear it?
Kinda.
Nah, not at all. Shit was like real low.
I guess that's kind of funny, but he's a fucking tard.
Well, it's funny because he's just a jerk off. Like, it's like, that's Benton in real life. And then there's another video where he goes up to the Ride the Ducks people and he's like, you guys kill people. He's all drunk and shit.
Following that case really closely because I follow stuff and that guy is in jail for the rest of his life.
What are you
Trying to
watching
get some
now, dude?
drama. Ben loves drama. You and O'Shea, man, or Ben and O'Shea, you guys love drama. Just want drama.
Hey, JG, how about you just suck my dick already, dude?
Our resentment of a slur.
How about you
fucking mediocre bitch? You mediocre bitch.
Art.
All right, how am I mediocre? How are you superior than me?
Because you don't go for anything. You're just okay with just mediocrity. Just a little bit you come by, just barely scraping by because you don't need much. But you never want to reach your full potential and be a fucking man and be excellence. You just want to free floating dust in the wind. I don't need much. I'm a bitch. I'm scared to, break out of my shell and really live life. You're just okay being in the shadows, just floating around, being a bitch.
Right. Okay. All right. That's your angle, man. That's your skewed perception.
I'm going to be on your ass now. You should never open up your fucking mouth. Especially
be on your
someone who's
ass,
fucking
man.
out
You're
here
sucking,
grinding,
man.
you fucking bitch. I'm hitting my third stage
Grinding.
tonight.
How are you
fucking
grinding,
hoe? You fucking hoe. I'm hitting my third stage for the evening. I just rocked out a legit club. I got fucking 3-4 white bitches to be giggling about anal fucking sex and hovering.
Damn, 3 stages, that's more than the Falcon 9 Heavy.
Oh, because I said that. If a vice president
That is you. The
that has
projection is
rhythm
unreal,
because
man.
he's playing
You're like
a fake-ass saxophone,
abnormally unintelligent.
you don't think that the vice
Shouldn't
president
have.
is the lead singer?
Shouldn't have opened up your fucking mouth, JG. Now you're just gonna get the business from me. Make you feel like shit.
Yeah, you got nothing, man. You're abnormally unintelligent. You're fucking a drama diva.
Why did I deserve to
Do nothing. You're a fucking mediocrity, dude.
Saying that shit. Huh? You go look it up.
No one knows your
Ron, I've done
name.
more with my life than you probably ever will with your life.
Nominee running for the vice
I'm only
presidency
32, dude. You're like
was
60
playing a
years
fake ass
old trying to
saxophone.
fucking
You don't
pull
do
me in
anything that
school.
people talk about you. No one gives a fuck about you. No one knows about you. You don't do shit.
Huh?
All right, now you're gaslighting me.
Selected. Get in there and be the vice president. Shit, he was in the back.
No one talks about you on these streams because you're fucking mediocre.
Fuck the streams.
Yeah, fuck the streams as you sit on one. You stupid imbecile.
Yeah, what do I have to fucking do? Am I out here trying to get validation
What
from
do I
everybody?
have to? I'm mediocre. I can't live up to my potential. I'm afraid.
Hey, you ain't nothing till you get an avatar on slow states panel. Maybe with your likeliness.
Yeah, like, dude, I got fucking respect from Christos, a bunch of other people. I'm cool with that, man. I don't want respect and fucking, hype from you. I don't give a shit, Brian. I'm not catering to you.
I got respect from Christos and Pineal and other people that are struggling with breaking out of their shell and really taking it to the next level. I'm just cool being in the mediocre zone and
Well, I like keeping it real simple, man. Did you ever think that O'Shea, you're not real? To me, you're just a fucking joke.
Doyle
Like, you're
rules,
another
bitch.
Cage, you're another Benton, dude. You're another fucking Illumitami. You're insufferable, man. That's why I don't even
Doyle
fucking.
rules, bitch. I'm sure when people say, "Hey, man, where's that JG guy? Can we get him up here?" We always miss him. What's going on with JG? No, you just get forgotten about. No one gives a fuck about you.
It's not what it's about, man.
It is what it's about. You're supposed to do something in this life. Put your stamp down. Make a name for yourself.
See, you're trying to dub me like I'm not doing shit with my life. Like I haven't done shit with my life. You don't even fucking know me, man. You're just gonna dub me.
You're just a hater. You're just a watcher, waiter, hater.
Hey, you're just another Benton right now. Like you're literally Benton right now.
Yeah, Benton. Hasn't Benton been the biggest clown while I did the manly shit, getting arrested, standing up for rights and freedom? Benton's a big ass fucking clown. Nah, it's the opposite,
But you didn't even know how to handle your own fucking arrest. You didn't, you're live on camera just fucking choking up. Just being a jerk.
Just tripping out, doing what your ass can't do, and people respect it. People are inspired and standing up for what's right and good and free and true and being a man and willing to go to jail. I'm like a bunch of bitches, and you're gonna try to downplay it because you're a fucking hoe.
Well, you're trying to justify how you're retarded shit, man. Like that's all you do is justify your bullshit.
Yeah, standing up for rights and freedom and willing to go to jail. Some of the most manly shit you could do nowadays. But you're a bitch ass and gonna try to downplay it because you're a bitch.
Right. Look at you, so fucking proud, man.
Nah, I'm just saying you can't downplay it because you're a bitch. Why'd you try to downplay it? If these other two people on panel had any balls, they'd fucking, fucking say the same thing. But they're weak like you too.
Right, you got expired fucking plates. Like, good job, Brian. Of course they're gonna pull you over. Of course you're gonna have problems, man.
Yeah,
Get
of
with
course.
the times, man.
Yeah,
You're
problems.
in some fucking fantasy, in some
Am
illusion.
I the problem? Trying to be free, or are they the problem? Fucking with a free man.
Hey, you're just fucking going for broke. That's all it is.
You just are broke, dude. Did you drop some
Brian's out
acid?
there making his performances, man. So that's doing something. I mean, you got to be able to measure whatever you're doing a value. If you're claiming value, and, doing the performances that we just saw there, I guess we could say there's some evidence of him doing that value through his performances.
Yeah, Brian's got a long way. He's got a long road ahead of him.
He's on the road. That's what's important. We all have potential while we're sitting at rest. We're gonna have only so much energy between now and the time we die. you know, it's best to exert it in down our own road like that. So as long as he's going down that road, what's the difference in time?
Barely's over there driving tired.
With the sleepy music in the background too here. I guess that's a hint, Christos, huh?
Yep. And you were just saying it, right? Talking about expending energy. I'm about to get my ass to bed and listen to these binaural beats.
Nice.
Who's O'Doyle again?
It's from Billy Madison.
Ah, never mind. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Billy Mays. All right, y'all. I'm about to shut this down. I really appreciate you guys hopping on. This has been fun.
Hey, thanks for hosting it.
It's more fun to get a panel going when possible, you know, rather than restreaming. Although I'm down for both. Yep.
I think I'm gonna go live.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay,
sure,
cool.
Brian,
Yeah.
Do that. Do that if you're gonna, you know, be doing your comedy stuff. Please do, so people can go over somewhere instead of flow states or wherever.
Oh, gosh. Hey, but it was a great panel, great timing, Christos. Very serendipitous moment. As soon as I joined in, when Brian came out, started doing his one-liners, I thought I had missed it, and I came in at the perfect time. And good to be up. Yeah, and good to be up here to hear the good reports on the other stages. So, yeah, go on to the next level here, Brian. Unless you're just going to start a stream to chit chat or shit chat or whatever you call it. Yeah, man, I'm tired too, man. So I need to get out. But I appreciate you staying up for us, Christos, and hosting everything. And JG, thanks for hanging in there with me. So we had some conversation, Bex, and of course, man of the hour, Brian O'Shea, the future of comedy.
World famous.
World famous. On that, good night, everyone, and salute and peace out. I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks to all of you too. All right, Brian. Appreciate you coming up, man. Really do. You really brought in a lot of the people, I'm pretty sure.
All right, big dog. Yeah, glad I could help. Thanks for having me. And let's do it again, dude.
Definitely, bro. Be well.
All right, stay black.
Have a good stream.
Stay black. Thank you. Stay black, brother. Yeah.
Will do.
All right. Thank you for that. I'll see you later.
Peace. Bye. Good night, tribe. All right, JG. Thanks, bro.
Right. Adios.
I was about to add tribe back. He was still back there. All right, y'all. One love. We'll do this again tomorrow. Honestly. Well, maybe not tomorrow. I don't know. I got something planned, but we'll see. Peace, y'all.